Hello there and welcome to Garage Football. It's our live watch along for Liverpool against West Ham at Anfield in the Premier League. Liverpool going to the game with new confidence after their thrashing of Rangers in the Champions League and a fantastic 1-0 win against Man City on Sunday, where West Ham are unbeaten in the month of October after a slow start to the season. So if you're new around here, subscribe to Garage Football for more vlogs and watch-alongs like this and other football content. And let us know your match thoughts, comments, predictions, all that good stuff in the live chat. Would be great to read those throughout. So, Dennis, thanks for joining, mate. So, the game's come thick and fast, especially as before the World Cup. So, your thoughts on the game tonight?
Oh, same as we spoke last night on the West Ham way. So I always see these type of games as pretty much a free hit. Really, we'll get into lineups a little bit, but there's one addition that is possibly a baptism of fire, but I think it's about damn time he starts. But yeah, that's it. My prediction pretty much stays the same. I just want to see us make a game of it. I don't want to see us get trounced like we always used to. That's all I can really ask.
Yeah,
So,
it's been close the last few seasons between Liverpool and West Ham. And even the games we've lost at Anfield the last few seasons have been pretty tight. Obviously, history is way against West Ham tonight. I mean, we spoke, I should say, on the West Ham Way channel where West Ham lost last season up to par 2015, hammered Liverpool 3-0. And then before that, I think it was 1963 was the
he
last.
said what we got one win in 49 at Anfield.
Yeah, so history is definitely against us. And yeah, as I say, even last few seasons where we've played well, we'll probably deserve to at least win one of them. That history has come back to haunt us, really. So, but we'll see. You just obviously never know, and the history is that made to be broken, isn't it? So you never know. So let's go into the lineups. We'll start with our team, West Ham. A few changes from Sunday. So Fabianski still in goal. Looks like back four tonight. So Johnson, Zuma is back. Kurt Zuma's back, which is great. Kerr and Cresswell. The midfield three of Declan Rice, the captain, Thomas Souček, and Flynn Downs, his first Premier League start tonight. And then the front three of looks like Pablo Fornells, Jared Bowen, and Gianluca Scamacca. Unfortunately, Lucas Paqueta is injured. Be out for a couple of weeks with a shoulder injury. So a few changes there for West Ham. Let's go to Liverpool. Again, they've made a few changes from the team that beat Man City on Sunday. So Alisson's still in goal. Alexander-Arnold's back in the lineup tonight. Gomez, Van Dijk, and Tsimikas is in ahead of Robertson. Looks like a midfield holding two, John Henderson, the captain, Thiago. And then the midfield attacking trio of Fabio Carvalho is in from the start tonight. Roberto Firmino, Mo Salah, and then Nunez is up front. So as I say, Dennis, a few changes there for West Ham in force, of course. What do you make of the starting lineup tonight?
I mean, as I said, it's about damn time that Down starts. It's a very tough game for him to come in at the Premier League, but it's a game where we need to stick it in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
Still, for me, I love Fornal. As I said before, he's my favourite puppy, but he is not a winger. It's light and day when Benrahma plays on the wing and that he gets behind and cuts in from the bar line, doing it against Anderlecht last week and was doing it at the weekend against Southampton. And Fornells just hasn't got the skill or hasn't got the attributes to do that. He was an asset out on the left for us when we played a different style, but the way we're playing now, especially trying to loop balls in for Scamacca to smack him in on his head, not really well suited in my honest opinion. Again, I'm not on the anti-Fornells hype train. Just he's a number 10. He's not a left winger, and he shouldn't be played as such, in my opinion. Unless we're looking to maybe reinvent someone as a left winger and he's playing as a number 10. Or maybe we are playing 5 at the back and Rice is a centre back, like certain people always said he was. But that's the only thing I could think of. But I hope I'm wrong because Fornells does love a goal against Liverpool, and I do have form for saying someone shouldn't come off the bench and then them scoring, such as Mason Mount against England against Germany, famous last words.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I'd be starting Benrahma. Only for the fact that Cornet's out injured, I'll be starting Benrahma left wing.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, obviously there are options on the bench if it comes to it. So
two keepers.
Back to the Yeah, back to the two goalies. So throw back to the last couple of seasons. So yeah, we've got Emerson, Sufal, Coventry, Lanzini, Antonio, Ogbonna, and Ben Rama on the bench. So there are still options for us. I mean, how big a blow is that with Paqueta being now? Looks like it'll be a couple of weeks, so at least it's not long
I'm not
term.
too sure. I mean, don't worry, he's a very skillful player, but like he was really, he was either brilliant or not at the weekend. Like he gave away quite a lot of the ball, I thought, against Southampton, but then would make up for it with some unbelievable skill to play through Skamaka or whoever. I think the way we're going to be playing tonight, as I said last night, I wouldn't have started him and possibly would have had him on the bench to bring on if it's still tight late on. So I'm not, for this game, I'm not too worried. Bournemouth on Monday night, I'd want him right in the thick of it because I think that's the type of game he would excel and get a bit of confidence under his belt personally.
Yeah,
But that's you know what I'm like when it comes to these type of games. I'd rather that I'd much rather the gritty players play against a team like Liverpool and have your fun, exciting players where they can have a bit of fun against the likes of Bournemouth.
yeah. That's probably why Fornals obviously Paqueta's injured, but I think that's probably why Moyes has gone with Fornals. He's got that defensive stability and running endurance. Obviously, he'll probably be lined up against Alexander Arnold. Obviously, we know about his attacking prowess, and obviously the fact obviously you spoke about it yesterday on West Ham when I went on Doug's channel, Dug Out football channel last time previewing the game and mentioned about obviously the gaps that Alexander Arnold will explain. Even Tsimikas, I mean, he's no Andy Robertson. He's still a decent enough player, and he likes to fly forward as well. So obviously, that I'd imagine that'd be the game plan for David Moyes is soak up the pressure. A little bit how Liverpool did against Man City. To be honest with you, I mean, did you catch that game Sunday?
Didn't watch it.
No,
I don't tend to watch games that don't involve West Ham too often.
Fair enough. But yeah, Liverpool was a bit of a 180 degrees from where they usually play under Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, they like to be heavy, this sort of heavy metal throat, pressing from the front. But obviously, like to Nunes and Mane's not as obviously sold it. They've had to change their sort of attacking sort of philosophy this season. That's probably why they had a bit of a slow start. But they sort of soaked up the pressure and hit Man City on the break, and then they're just showing on Amazon the goal that Salah scored, a fantastic goal by Salah. And obviously Liverpool will probably revert to type tonight with obviously the with our away form, our record at Anfield, and the fact that they'll be full of confidence after that victory.
Yeah, and when they win, it will be, oh, we're going to win the league, and then what'll happen? They'll then have but then they'll have a tougher hiccup, and then both the fans and also the media will be saying, "Oh no," I said, like when people were talking about Liverpool's bad start, I was like, "What? Because they haven't won every single game?" Like, this isn't just fans; this is like people that don't support Liverpool trolling them and like talk sport and stuff. It's like they've lost one of their best attackers. They bought a big name player from outside the Premier League that probably needs a bit of time to adapt. Yeah, watching Liverpool fans having a mini meltdown is funny, but it weren't that big a deal. So I was like, yeah, they've had a slightly slower start. I guarantee you before the World Cup, they'll be in the top four. Like, guarantee you. And then post World Cup, it's a bit of a mix up. I think it's a bit like Project Restart, so to speak, feel about it, where certain clubs can come back completely transformed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, and obviously that goes further for the other clubs. They've got Arsenal. They've had a brilliant start, but I mean, can they sustain it after the World Cup? And
it's a marathon, not a sprint, to quote. Well, many people have said that.
Many people, yeah, I was going to say,
many people. I'm referencing Lewis Hamilton when he said it's a marathon, not a sprint, and he bins it first corner because he forgets to turn his brakes on. Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2011. Perez won. Happy days.
Yeah, that's a nice stat nugget for all those F1 fans out there. But yeah. So obviously that's how I think now Liverpool will play tonight. They'll fly forward, and obviously, and that's a change of as well. Obviously, Dennis, with how they attack Liverpool. We've spoken about Nunes, obviously Mane. They've also their formation as well.
Yeah.
Usually with Jurgen Klopp, ever since he joined, it's been a 4-3-3. Obviously the three in midfield. Whereas this season, including tonight, it's just the two in midfield, more of a 4-2-3-1 sort of formation. So that certainly makes a difference. Obviously, attacking defensively as well.
But also, for example, people were saying, "Oh, let me check it. They've still got Firmino, they've still got Salah," and as I said before, coming on air, and as I've said on a WhatsApp group with a certain Liverpool fan, that this is like his cup final or something. That we're that team when players are struggling that they get that goal. So I wouldn't be surprised if we lose 2-1 and Nunes scores both goals and suddenly
Yeah,
Nunes is a world class striker. Because if you
yeah.
remember Torres couldn't barely get him on target, scored against us, didn't he, in 2011, for example?
Oh, when he was at Chelsea.
Well, yeah, when he was at Chelsea. So as I said, like there's still a lot of attacking prowess in this Liverpool side, and okay, Trent may not be having the best season, but he's also
Well,
we're talking
give
about,
him time. Give him
and
time and
also
space. He'll
it's
he'll
more
pick.
the threat. It's more the threat going forward. I mean, he loves a goal against us. Am I correct in thinking that? I know he definitely scored 2 against us.
Well, he definitely scored in that of the 3-2 victory last season.
Yeah, the one we won. We want to keep
Where
reminding
we
people of
won,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we won that one. But yeah, no. And also crossing similar to Cresswell, like the argument I tried to have an adult conversation about Trent with a Liverpool fan once was that you keep saying, oh, he's a liability defensive, but so's Cresswell to an extent.
Yeah,
And the thing is, Cresswell will cost you 4 goals a season, but he'll get you 10 assists and
yeah,
will pop up with a free kick or a goal from open, from a corner or something like that. So that's sort of, again, with Trent playing, I'd much rather be going up against James Milner, who may be no nonsense defensively, but he's not a right back. He's going to be a bit uncomfortable.
I know. And he's slow, obviously, as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, admittedly, yeah, Liverpool aren't, they haven't had the best start, or as good a start as they've been used to under Klopp. But if pre-Klopp, they would still be saying this is a good start. They haven't lost too many games. They smashed Bournemouth off the park. They just beat Man City, which I think Klopp was talking about how they can't keep up with them.
Deservedly as well.
Yeah,
Deserved it.
they managed to stop Haaland scoring. So,
Yeah,
I think people are really overstating just because they haven't. And again, part of this is Liverpool's fans' expectations. Not all, but some of them, and a
yeah,
lot of it is just media sensationalizing stuff.
yeah. Well,
They're still on face of it, they're still expected, in my opinion, to comfortably beat us. I'm not saying a thrashing, but I'm saying they should be expected to beat us. That's why I'm not too bothered.
With the players they've
Yeah,
got and their league history, especially under Klopp, they should beat us really. Football's played on grass, not paper, as we know.
Oh, that's another famous one. It's one of them for me.
It's one of
For me, Clive.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, so that's why I take it as a free hit. Obviously, naturally, I hope we win 4-0. I hope Declan Rice scores 4 backwards passes into Liverpool goal.
And then skins Jordan Henderson as he.
No, he knee slides in front of Henderson every single time, and dedicates it to a Liverpool fan in Oxford that's never been to a game.
Oxford.
Nice. He lives in Oxford now.
Yeah. Man,
I did it, by the way. I did invite him on. I was going to message you, but he said he can't because he's taking his kid to football train. I was going to invite him on for a bit.
More the merrier. Gutted, obviously, we have to have our background as mute, also because of YouTube copyright. But I'm gutted because Alan McQuest is the Amazon commentator, one of the co-commentators tonight. He's brilliant on.
As I said, the Amazon broadcasting team is always brilliant. Like their guests, I remember when they first started doing it. The designated West Ham guest was Robert Green. I was like, oh yeah, always got good insight and things like that. And again, I'm a big supporter. As long as I don't understand why the Premier League haven't just done a Netflix. I think they'd make loads of money off of it, and people would still.
There's been talk of behind the scenes of that happening, but obviously the TV deals, they last for ages, didn't they?
Yeah, because it's like not everyone like away allocations. Sod all people can go to away games. Again, try to have this adult conversation with this certain Liverpool fan who called me a plastic fan for not going tonight, and I'm like, yes, because I was going to get tickets to Liverpool away as a first-year season ticket holder.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah.
Spoken like someone that's never been to never bought a ticket to a football match in his life.
Exactly, yeah.
But
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure someone will know, but I'm not sure. You're gonna have to go about a while now of when the last time West Ham didn't send out an away allocation, because there's a few clubs that don't. Like I think Everton, probably obviously like Fulham, the smaller clubs don't send out their
And
But
also,
what's that?
like
We
Premier
must,
League, yeah, but it's like when you go around the country, you hear about like Middlesbrough fans going all the way to Yeovil, you know, and it's things
yeah,
like that. Like, yeah,
yeah,
that's ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, but the Premier League streaming service, I like when they stream the games like this on Amazon Prime. Is the stadium empty? Like every single Premier League game is being shown, the stadiums are still full. So this
yeah.
whole argument that a streaming service will mean less fans would be inclined to
And
go.
the blackout as well. You know, the 3
Yeah,
p.m. Saturday
yeah,
blackout.
yeah.
That's a load of rubbish as well.
And it's like I would still go to if I'm able to afford the ticket and go. I would always go to watch West Ham over watching it on my Todd
Yeah, of
in my
course.
room on a
Yeah,
thing
'cause
because it's
watching games live is
yeah.
obviously the TV coverage is brilliant. Especially it gets getting better every season with the camera angles and the quality of the punditry and stuff. But nothing beats being there
Yeah.
in the thick
I
of
mean,
it.
I mean,
No way.
case in point, away from thing like last season, I couldn't. Probably could have made West Ham versus Liverpool if I really thought about it. If I'd gone into my savings, it was the end of the month. I had an expensive month because I'd been overseas and elsewhere the month before. And I was like, oh, I'll give this one a miss. And it's a memorable win. We beat Liverpool at home against the odds. So then I'll make sure I go to the Chelsea game, which is even more expensive. It was beginning of the month and I hadn't been away in November, so that was fine.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
nothing like not like yeah, it would have been all right watching it, maybe watch it in a pub with West Ham fans or something like that, maybe, but nothing beats the absolute euphoria of that Masuaku goal and then the full
oh
time
yeah,
whistle.
yeah.
Like streaming services will not take that away. This is much more of an in-depth, too much of an in-depth conversation for a watch along with only
Well, it's
hopefully 20 odd viewers at least. But I don't know. I don't actually see how many people are viewing us right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But yeah, seriously, I don't see any. There's no other than the greed of Sky and things like that. I don't see any other obstacles for this now because this is living proof. Look, Anfield looks pretty much sold out already.
Yeah.
So, or sorry, filled out. Sorry, should I say?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Well, won't be missing Steve McManaman giving his I say
Oh yeah,
opinions.
no. They said before. I will always avoid any. Like, I'm glad I've muted because Steve McManaman is now just saying, I think Liverpool should start with a 4-goal head start. It's only right because they've not got Jota. I think it's only right that they start with a 4-goal head start. I'm not being biased. I love
Yeah.
West Ham, but yeah, should start with a 4-0 head start and maybe instead of kickoff, we just give Salah a penalty. I've just filled in McManaman's contribution to pre-match for you people.
Well, they're just pending to Flynn Downs. Obviously, it's his first Premier League start, so I will talk about him briefly. Obviously, he's, for me and a lot of fans, he's been really impressive in the starts he's had in the the Europa Conference League. But what is it, Dennis, that's impressed you in his sort of limited start so far?
I mean, it's more. I'm going to sound really generic and sound like you're very stereotypical West Ham fan, but it's just how much he gets about. Like, it's similar to when Rice first came into that role under Pellegrini, in that he's just along the sort of almost along that middle of the park. He's just there. He goes from left to right to try and win the ball. And that means then he's doing sort of what you would hope maybe Soucek would do, being on the legs to allow Rice the freedom. That's why I'm thinking long term, Downs and Rice should be our starting central midfield duo. And that's what's really impressed me, be it against European competition, that still good competition, but not the best. But yeah, it's a tough thing to put against. But he's only against Jordan Henderson, so it's only really Thiago they need to worry about in Liverpool central midfield. Oh, they're showing Declan Rice passing it backwards into the goal now. What a brilliant backwards pass that was. The curve on it. Oh, God, it's beautiful. That backwards pass. That needs. I look and kissing the badge. He's so desperate to sign for Chelsea. Desperate to leave West Ham. McManaman's saying it now. I can tell by reading his lips.
No, definitely. But yeah, I think I agree with what you said, mate. I think for me, I think the way Downs, the way he receives the ball under pressure on the half turn, and he's got a good passing range. I mean, obviously it's a long way to go, but in terms of style of play, he very much reminds me of Michael Carrick when he played. In terms of like he gets around, he's not lightning quick, but he gets around the pitch in a.
He's what my old PE teacher would call lightning slow.
Like, yeah, exactly. And yeah, he's comfortable on the ball and good rate. short passes, long passes, and just keen to get on the ball, which should be a given. There's a professional midfielder in the Premier League, but obviously you mentioned Souček earlier. Obviously he's that's not his strength, is it? Like receiving the ball in midfield in tight spaces. Whereas Downs, that seems to be more his style of game.
Well, Souček is, sad to say it, near enough a multiple tricks, but one trick with several executions of just arriving late in the box as a battering ram, be it with his head or with his right foot, as we saw against Spurs. That's what Souček's good for. Let him do it. But if you do that, you're going to need someone like Downs or Declan Rice to sit back. That's why Rice, with his instincts to move forward as a box-to-box midfielder, and Souček, sadly, they've been found that teams have done their own work a little bit on them, and that's what we're struggling with this thing, I say. But yeah, it's like with the thing with Carrick, I'd say, I'm just saying for a second, we're not saying that that Downs is in the same caliber of talent as Carrick. Carrick, as we both know, my opinion, total, like, again, the George Harrison of England central midfielders. He happened to be at his peak when there was also Gerrard and Lampard. It's like you weren't getting in ahead of those two unless we played one up top.
Yeah, Paul Scholes, Owen Hargreaves.
No, honestly, right now, a midfield three of him, Bellingham, and Rice would be absolutely immense.
Oh, just give us the World Cup, Dennis.
Give us the World Cup. Give us the Multiverse Cup, mate. We'll beat those Asgardians, even though they've got their version of Haaland that scored 79 goals from 40 shots on goal, and he's only 22 in human years. Inside a joke no one watching this is going to get, so I'll stop it now.
Yeah,
but Down, that is exactly what it is. It's someone that can just spray the ball around, similar to how Noble, who again was never a quick player, but can make up for it by a quick touch and pass along,
and quickness of brain as well. Dennis.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the lightning slow comparison came from is a old PE teacher of mine called Mr. Wall, who used to coach our football team. He used to always say, no matter what position you are, you want to be a bit like Teddy Sheringham. Teddy Sheringham would be able to tell you where every single player was on the pitch.
Yeah.
And be able to tell you when you're being closed down. If you act like that, no matter how slow or quick you are, you'll be fine. And that's what he used to drill into us from about the age of 13, was just know where you are and know where people are around you. Yeah. And like pass to someone if in doubt. If in doubt, make that 2-yard pass to the nearest person. Even if it's a hospital ball, at least you haven't lost the ball. You're there to clean up. You haven't lost the ball. That's what Downs sort of does. Like, he may not always make the best pass, but then he's there to help clear that up by doing that small sideways and sometimes backwards pass.
Well, if you pass backwards and then go forward, there's no problem there, is there? So, right, we've actually flown by that Downs and Liverpool formation, Shannon. So we've got 5 minutes to kick off. So
the indie looking highlights. Oh, there's Skamaka's goal. Which for people watching, I missed because I was at the toilet. I was walking back from the toilet just as all their arms went up in the air.
What goal was that?
I missed the Skamaka goal against Wolves. I missed his first one. I just heard the absolute, like, I was just going up the stairs to get to my block, and then everyone jumped in the air, and I realized what I just missed. Like the net, it hit the net just as I got over the stairs.
Right, so the players are in the tunnel, and we're wearing our third kit,
i.e. Solero kit.
Fucking, was it Blackpool's kit?
it's like a melted Solero. As I said, it would look good if it was claret. If it was just claret instead of orange, it would be an amazing kit.
I don't. It's like the goalkeepers. Like, obviously, goalkeepers wear slightly different colours, don't they? But it's like they've just combined the two.
They just wanted flames, ironworks, like the thing of the iron hitting. That's what they've gone for. Right, but
anyway, right, players are coming out of the obviously redecorated Anfield tunnels, not the small one that was a few years ago. Was that brand new stand? Impressive new stand at Anfield.
So they're just coming out now. I've just had Daft Klopp giving everyone handshakes.
Oh, I'm slightly ahead of you in that case.
Ever so slightly. Yeah, they're coming out now. Refs just picked up the ball.
Yeah, about 10 seconds probably ahead of you. But okay, what's your score prediction then, mate?
I'm sticking with 2-1 Liverpool. Sorry to be a negative, Nigel.
No, I think yeah, honestly, I think probably Liverpool are heavy favourites. I think there's no two getting away with that. But I'm going to try and be a bit more. I'm going to stay with my prediction from I said from last time. I'm going to go with 2-2, which I would have taken a heartbeat, to be honest with you.
Indeed. I mean, so you're being a positive Pete while I'm being a negative no.
Two good names there. Two solid names. So how do you think West Ham are going to play then? Sit back, hit on the counter?
Probably. That's how I think it is. I mean, again, sound a bit ridiculous here, but it really depends on who gets kickoff. Because, for example, if we get kickoff and we hold the ball, we might be able to keep hold of it and be a bit adventurous. I don't know. But anyways, clash of the Titans. Declan Rice is shaking hands with Henderson.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how when we have the ball, what Fornells does, because obviously in the middle of the park, we'll be outnumbering Liverpool with Thiago and Henderson against Downs, Rice, and Souček. Will Fornells he come in and make a four like how Brighton did against us, or will Fornells stay out wide to receive the ball? So
possibly, I think he'll come in a little bit, and we'll sort of almost revert to a 4-4-2 diamond, with Bowen sort of staying up there, in my opinion. What's interesting for me as well is Liverpool don't really have too many attacking options on the bench. Like they've got Robertson, Firmino, Milner, and Oxlade-Chamberlain that are great/good players, but not really that good going forward. You've got Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, who, again, good players, but they're not exactly stars. Like, they're starting Carvalho on the left wing, who I think is a very good prospect, but I don't think at the level that Liverpool want an attacker. It's interesting. If they pick up a knock in the attacking lineup or things like that, could change the complexion of the game.
Well, they've got a few with Jota. Unfortunately, will miss the World Cup.
Yeah, they've lost Jota and
Diaz.
I should know him. Yeah, Diaz. So yeah, this will just add to the whole. City have bought the league. We couldn't buy another £100 million player because two of our expensive players got injured. Injuries happen, sadly. And again, if they come back after the World Cup without going to the World Cup, that's another game changer. Fresh point to prove.
Yeah,
City could pick up. I mean, the fact Haaland's not going to the World Cup is possibly the best thing for City in this title run because there's not much chance of him getting injured.
Yeah.
Whereas knowing our luck, Rice will come back with a cruciate. Scamacca will go to the World Cup, and we'll lose both Rice and Scamacca for the rest of the season with cruciates.
Oh, don't jinx it, mate. Oh, all right. So we're about to get underway. Looks obviously a sold out Anfield tonight, and as usual, Liverpool kicking towards Anfield Road end in this first half. They'll kicking towards the second half.
We're kicking off, so we'll keep holding the ball for the first 30 seconds at least.
Well, here we go. So we're underway, and it's going to be a fear tonight. Cresswell plays it a direct ball to the left hand side, and Gomez clears it.
I still haven't kicked off yet. Now we kicked off.
Well, I might as well just pause it. It's only a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's only about 15 seconds, I'd say.
Yeah, it's not too.
I haven't got a time in front of me as of yet.
No, it'll come up in a minute. So I've paused at 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm at 18. Okay, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30.
All right, there we go.
You'll end up being 30 seconds ahead of me soon anyway. Yeah, as I said, I was about 15 seconds behind you.
Yeah, that's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Where we're positioned in the world, possibly.
Yeah, internet connection, all that. Yeah, right. Firmino, good old play for him. Plays it at
Henderson crosses it. Oh, it just drags a little bit to Simak or Simisak, or however you bloody pronounce the Greek lad's name.
Tsimikas.
Tsimikas, that's the one. Greatest player in the multiverse passes it sideways to Gomez.
Yeah, Gomez was given man of the match by Gary Neville on Sunday, and he was really, really impressive, Gomez, considering obviously that he's had his injury problems, and when he has played, he's played.
When Gomez first signed for them, he was a little bit unreal, like a little bit of a Okay, wasn't expecting. Oh my God! Straight to Declan Rice. Go on. Oh, what are you doing? Scamacca tries to play in Bowen, who was being man marked out of the game. But yeah, Allison gave it straight to Declan Rice, who passed it backwards into the box.
How many times are you going to say that tonight?
Oh, every time, because he might be watching. Because he only passes backwards. It's the only thing Declan Rice ever does on a football pitch.
Well, that's weird with Scamacca, because the amount, like, he's very much an old school striker. Where if he, like Jermaine Defoe, if he sees a shot, he'll take it on.
Maybe he's being told not to. I don't know. Right, poor ball forwards, which Ben Johnson intercepts, who now plays it up against a Bowen that was nowhere near it. Rice is putting Thingy under pressure, and of course, it's a free kick to Liverpool. Not sure about that one, and I'll be saying it if we had won the free kick.
So Stuart Atwell was the referee tonight.
Oh, God help us all.
Just seeing the replay again, that's a terrible clearance by Allison.
I can see what Scamacca's trying to do. Just Bowen wasn't reading it. If Bowen was a step ahead,
Darren Boyce ain't happy at that. He's saying, "Why didn't you shoot?" Or was that?
Yeah, if Bowen was one step ahead. Oh well, here we are. Here we go. It's a race between Zuma and Darwin Núñez, which Darwin Núñez wins. Zuma concedes a corner. He's claiming it. Oh, he's given a goal kick. Okay, that was a corner all day long. Just going to say that was a corner.
Let's have a look on the replay.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
Good decision by the Lions. But I'll tell you what, Núñez, he's actually a lot quicker than he sort of would appear on screen.
He is very fast.
Well, with that,
what a flick on by Scamacca. Bowen was nearly in, but Van Dijk had him all day long. Okay, we've won the ball back.
It's been a bright start.
Cresswell trying again. That ball over the top is not going to work against these boys.
Yeah, that's sort of
now Henderson, the greatest player in every universe conceivable, has run out of play. No. Okay, that was on the line. He still got the ball. He passes it backwards. Legitimately passed it backwards.
That sort of the ball by Cresswell is more if Antonio's on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not going. He's done it twice to Bowen. Bowen is not winning an aerial duel with Virgil van Dijk. They're passing it around in triangles now.
Van Dijk plays it forward to Simicast on the left.
Liverpool are playing safe passing after being caught out with adventurous balls a couple of times.
Yeah, it was weird though with Allison earlier. He's usually pretty good with the ball with his feet. That good ball by Henderson.
Right intercepts. That's good.
It's Núñez on the hill, I think it was.
Fornells tried again an upfield ball. Don't know who it was aimed to, but snuffed out by Carvalho.
It's Thiago.
On the ball, intercepted by Soucek. Again, what is Kera doing there? Just passing it straight back to Henderson. But okay, we've won it back. Cresswell's won it back on the counter. And a hospital pass by Fornells for Downs that was never going to work out.
A shot comes in by Firmino.
Horrendous shot by Firmino that a Liverpool fan that lives in Oxford once claimed Firmino is a bigger Premier League legend than Dennis Bergkamp. Let that sink in. We've got a break and play while Moyes is looking relatively annoyed.
I think he's still probably seething at that fucking Scamacca, the chance he had to take the shot on, which obviously he didn't. No, he's Henderson. Oh, it's too much space.
We're sitting back a little bit after.
That's one intercepting now. Can't get into this. Can't get into this. They're gonna score eventually if we try to defend this deep for the whole 90. It ain't gonna work.
We can't rely on them making poor passes to intercept because they're only going to do so many. Especially with Thiago on the pitch.
Yeah. Thiago's like, as Paul Merson says, can find the ball, through the eye of a needle. Do you know what I mean?
Oh. I don't really know how best to describe that. Just an absolute calamity, which we've gotten away with. And Johnson again bails us out.
That's really
Bowen's running with it now.
Oh, great acceleration by Bowen past Carvalho. And then Thiago gets across. And it goes out for the throw.
Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you, mate.
Hi, Anthony. Nice to see you again, mate.
You've made the journey across from West Ham way, I see.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing one tonight.
Wouldn't know.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Dennis. Right, Ben Johnson's going about to take this throw. Good to see him actually play tonight. Dennis had his injury problems, and then when he has the amount of times he had to play as a centre back or right centre back as he did on Sunday, I think he's playing as in his natural position.
We're trying it again. Oh, another poor clearance. Right, overlap. Cresswell's going on the overlap. Okay, crossed in to no one again. And I was just rolling my eyes, letting you finish talk. But we once again did the long ball over the top to Bowen that he's never going to win.
Well, that's a concern from a Liverpool point of view. That's twice now.
That was Downs putting pressure on Alisson as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I was going to ask earlier, Dennis. Like, if West Ham were on the attack, who's gonna sit? Who's gonna, in terms of that midfield three? Is it Downs going to sit and let the other two?
I'd say Downs definitely, because when the ball's coming at them, Rice is going to. It'd be Downs or Rice. It can't be Souček in a month for Sundays.
Yeah, exactly.
West Ham fans are protesting about something. I don't quite know what.
Just found Gareth Southgate. He's in the attendance tonight. Obviously, looking at the likes of, well, I'm guessing Alexander-Arnold and Bowen.
He's just looking at the right backs.
Just looking at the right backs, yeah.
Okay, Bowen's Bowen's on the ball now. Passes it backwards legitimately. Downs is covering out wide a little bit, which is, I guess, good wearing three centre mids, in that if one of the wingers goes into the middle, we've got a centre mid to help cover. Yeah, Harry on the ball. Amazed we didn't blow for free kick there. I thought Downs was all over the back of him there. Rice clears up as usual, and Johnson again, hasty passing from our fullbacks, and Souček kicks out of play.
Classic Souček this season.
Yeah. Well, it might have been Downs. They're focusing on Downs at the minute. I don't know, but
yeah, it's obviously you mentioned about baptisms of fire with Downs, but do you remember obviously when Pellegrini, I think Moyes was in charge when we played Liverpool at home, and it was Jeremy Ngakia. I'm pretty sure that was his first game, wasn't it? Or his first start.
It was away from home. It was away from home. Liverpool.
No, we're definitely at home. Definitely at home. Bullcroft's in. That's well held by Fabianski.
Not sure. I always thought he made his debut away, and the joke was he pocketed Salah because Salah didn't do an awful lot in that game. I know Johnson's debut was away at City under Pellegrini. It would have been more his second term when Ngakia first started.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But I always remember it being Liverpool away. No, okay. Oh, hang on. Ball over the top. We got Bowen versus Van Dijk. Van Dijk just wins.
He's going mental. Van Dijk.
Their left back was massively out of position.
Tsimikas. Well, that's the problem. It doesn't matter if it's Robertson or Tsimikas. Both the left backs fly forward. Obviously, as we know with Alexander.
That was the one time that ball over the top almost worked. Okay,
that's got to be a foul, and it is. Thiago in the back of Downs.
Yeah, that's a blatant shove. Downs was about to get up, but then he heard the ref's whistle.
Well, he's not Thiago's a fine player, but that's not the smartest of decisions, I've got to say, from him. But a clear foul for West Ham.
to do a throwback to when we beat them last season on the Hammers chat, set piece Sam.
Who said that?
Some Liverpool fan said that to Charlie, and Charlie put him on mute for 5 minutes and sent him a link in the chat of like how to come up with like good insults.
He put it in the chat.
He put it in the chat and muted him for 5 minutes and come back with an insult that makes sense other than just set piece.
Right, here we go. So I'm guessing Cresswell's going to take it.
It's flooded, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
The wind's taking the ball. It's like 20 mile an hour.
There's a throwback for when Klopp was complaining about the wind when we played him one time.
Here we go. Just waiting for it to stay still. Is Cresswell's going to take it? In it comes.
Comes straight to the keeper. Someone was up there for it. I think
Yeah.
Kera was up. I think it was Kera.
Yeah.
Now they're
Oh,
on the
good
counter.
play
Here we
forward.
go.
Oh,
We're in
Heroes.
danger.
It's 2 on
Salah's
2
open.
here. If they play it quickly, it's Nunes.
Nunes has got it, and Downs is back to cover. Heads it to
Ball by
Fabianski.
Nunes. And then, yeah, Flynn down. God, how many miles is Flynn Downs covered already?
Mm.
Oh, it might have been Bowen actually all the way back there.
Could have been. I thought it was Downs, but someone was back there to head off while
Yeah.
Zuma marked Salah.
And Southampton are taking a lead against Bournemouth.
Shea Adams gets the goal. Gets the goal he's owed from the weekend.
Yeah.
Ball over the top, and it goes straight to Van Dijk. A bit of to me to you between Thiago and I know his name, I just can't pronounce it. Tsimikas, that's it. They're doing a ball over the top now, and Cresswell. Jesus H Christ, that was nearly.
You smile about it now, cry.
That was nearly, let alone to me, to you, Chuckle Brothers. That was nearly Monty Python.
Oh dear.
Doesn't touch him. Replay show. I bet if McManaman's on commentary, I bet he's going mental right now.
Oh no, it's all right. It's Alan McCoy. We're safe.
Oh, is it just Ali on his own?
Well, with I don't know who one of the other commentator is. Someone like John, that John Champion or something.
Yeah,
like
no, luck. We're missing out on Matey Boy, the really good one from Watford. Drury.
Oh, Peter Drury.
We're missing out on Peter Drury, no doubt.
Yeah,
we're missing out on him tonight because we can't have it on.
No.
Well, Downs has done brilliantly there, and he's still doing very well. Johnson, there's a good little box there, right? Bowen plays ball. That's beautiful.
Is Cresswell. Get it in, Darren.
Well blocked by Trent. Yeah, well blocked by Trent.
Defended by Alexander-Arnold, a sentence that's not been said much this season.
Indeed.
As you can imagine, as you see, a Liverpool dominating possession, 68% of the ball.
Naturally.
Is Johnson. Good ball forward to Bowen. Out wide is Downs, if he can find him, which he does.
And it's gone for our throw-in, which we will take.
Yeah, it's been a confident start by both sides, I've got to say.
Yeah, we're going a little bit more into it, which means knowing how. Oh, look, there's a blatant handball by Soucek. I think refs just waved play on, but that was such a blatant handball. Soucek wins it and is too over-enthusiastic in his tackle and goes out for a Liverpool throw. I don't get why Henderson is complaining about the handball when they've played advantage and have the ball. Yeah,
I don't really get that one. Thiago plays the ball forward.
Nunes
on the shot.
Brilliant. Brilliant hand by Fabianski.
Really good save. It was above him, but he hit very well, Nunes. A lovely ball by Thiago. Lets the ball bounce, hits it first time, left-footed. Yeah, really good save. Good, keeps his eye on it. Nunes strikes it really well. That might have dipped in actually.
I think that was going in. That was definitely going in.
I thought it was one of them that he tips. Keeper has to tip it over just to make sure, but no, it looked like he was going to just dip over him. So it's a good save by Fabianski. It's a corner for Liverpool, and your best mate Tsimikas is going to take it.
Our best mate's Henderson, greatest player in the universe.
Corner comes in, it's headed away by nothing.
Well done. Fornells has got it. He's on his own. He's kept hold of it.
He's done
brilliantly. He's done beautifully.
Nice place to forward elbow. We're in
counter here.
Is Bowen
again? You got people up with you, mate. No! You picked the work. Okay, just go back to it. Go on! Downs was nearly flicked it on for Downs. Who would have had a tap in, surely, if he had got to that.
Is Salah? Yeah, he's barely touched the ball tonight. Plays it back to Alexander-Arnold, gives it to Henderson and Thiago. Yeah, well, that was an opportunity there, mate.
Nearly. Oh, and well won by Bowen. They're claiming a free kick. They're not getting it, but we're passing it all the way back to the goalkeeper, sadly. Then puts up to Kera on the edge of the earth.
Blown by, mate. Zuma plays it to Johnson.
Plays it back to Zuma. Who plays it back to Fabianski. Who plays it to Kera. We're playing for the draw, aren't we? Who plays it to Zuma.
All right, mate.
Zuma tries a long crossfield ball and it's gobbled up by Gomez back to Van Dijk. Tsimikas is on the ball. Oh,
Thiago's getting too much space. Yeah. You allow him to dictate play. He'll play past that he did for Nunes earlier. Here's Salah, Henderson. Tsimikas is out wide. Goes the other way to Alexander-Arnold.
Trent. They're edging closer to our box here, guys.
Yeah, need to push out a little bit. We were guilty of this against Southampton. Even Fulham at times we were like way.
Oh, Scamacca gets his big nut, or his head, should I say, to. You know what I meant, to Thiago. Yeah. He's got the ball back now, and Nunes is on the ball. Salah works it back to the greatest player in the universe, Henderson. Thiago, who dummies Souček, goes for a shot. It is blocked by Zuma, who didn't know anything about it. Just hit him. Bowen. We've won a free kick. I cannot believe he gave that. To be fair, I thought that was incredibly soft. They ran into each other.
He was all over him. Oh,
okay. Yeah. On replay, yeah, that's definitely a free kick. At the time, I was like, not sure about that.
I thought he more shot that we've got a free kick at Anfield, mate. It was the.
No, I genuinely thought it wasn't a foul when I first saw it.
Cresswell's got it for West Ham, just playing along the back, being nice and patient. Good ball by Fornals. Here's Souček. Oh, what a bad ball that was! Fucking hell. We saw spinning out Downs earlier. Nice tight spaces, picking the right pass, and then Souček. Well,
Souček does that.
The complete opposite of that.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jordan Henderson just crosses the halfway line, plays in Mo Salah. Good touch by Salah. Cuts inside. Tries to cross it as well, blocked by Rice. Henderson plays it to Thiago. Crossfield ball, tries to find Tsimikas, heads it, and it's well covered by Zuma. That's going to be
another Liverpool corner.
That's the thing. Thiago starting to dictate play now, which is not what we want with his range of passing. Need to try and get closer to him. Even if one of the midfielders sits on him for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Corner's going to come in for Liverpool. Tsimikas is going to take it again. Ball comes in. Head. Oh, we got away with that one.
Yeah, again, got away with that one. Yeah.
I think he just hit Van Dijk. I'm going to guess.
Right, Fabianski, I think we're trying to catch them on the break here a little bit, but Fornals has got the ball on the left wing, who passes it backwards to Rice, who passes it sideways to Zuma. Yeah. I think this is possibly Moyes' tactic, just to antagonize or get the Liverpool crowd on their back or something like that, but I don't think that will work. Rice does very well to mug off Henderson. And yeah, that is definitely a foul.
Well, Thiago's walking a tightrope. That's his second foul in not a long time. So next one, he'd probably get a booking. Yeah, nowhere near the ball. Yeah, Souček did well to anticipate that. And it's a free kick just inside Liverpool's half. Good opportunity to get it in the box. It's been a competitive half. 20 minutes are gone. But obviously no goal. Oh, no. My prime's gone down. Oh, we're back up to it. Oh, it's
okay.
Just
Johnson, he's just missed out on it. And oh, no, he's got it back.
Cross comes in.
And that's goal kick. It was, it came to nothing.
Mine was doing the circle of doom, and then it skipped.
I got that just after the free kick we won with Bowen, but I'm back on track now.
Yeah, Bante is Thiago. Plays back to Henderson.
You need to give him his full title, greatest player in the universe.
I'll leave that for you, mate. Is Tsimikas back to Thiago again? The amount of space he's getting. Plays it forward. Good ball to Tsimikas. Cross comes in. Over. Oh, it's a goal. It's been coming. Nunes has got it. Well, it's a lovely ball by Tsimikas. And a great cross, just beat Zuma, just over him. And that's a good header by Nunes. And Liverpool take the lead. Just gone 20 minutes.
And did I not say that Nunes would score?
Well, I think he would have fancied getting on the end of crosses like that from Robertson, but Tsimikas with a lovely ball. But again, Thiago, too much space in the middle of the park. Picked up Tsimikas, no one near him. Johnson should have gone. It was a lovely ball. Zuma couldn't do much about that. It just sailed over his head.
Like all the complaints people were making about, Kufal at the weekend. That's worse, in my opinion. What Johnson's done there is worse than anything Kufal did at the weekend. But
yeah, I don't know what he's doing. That's a great connection by Nunes, like Andy Carroll-esque. Heads it into the ground. And
don't compare him to Carroll. People will get annoyed.
It heads into the ground, and the bounce just beats Fabianski. And he's threatened with a good effort earlier, Nunes, and that's bread and butter for someone like him. And it's Liverpool take the lead. Have you seen what Charles has put in the chat, in their group chat?
1 second. I don't think I've got the message just yet.
Oh, you'll get it in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Game over, he said. Oh, ye of little faith.
Channeling his inner Bill Paxton.
Rice does well to clean that one up. Oh, Johnson, what are you doing? Nunes saved by Fabianski. Oh, Ben Johnson had a shocker of a couple of minutes here. Is Tsimikas, Fabio Carvalho, back to Thiago. Oh, he did the hard work and then ended up slipping and giving the ball away.
It's a foul given on Souček there.
Yeah, just need a bit of breathing space. Just showing the replay again. Johnson does the hard work and he lets the ball go out of his reach, tries to regain it. Nunes, it's just a personal battle between Nunes and Fabianski tonight so far. Good effort, but comfortable enough for Fabianski to palm that one away. Yeah, just need to stay in this game, West Ham. This could easily, if we, they could easily get a second or third in Liverpool, and then that is really game over. I was given away in midfield. Is Downs. It's a poor ball, unlike him. And we get a throw in nearly halfway.
Very much a pinball throw in, but a throw in nonetheless.
Yeah. Right, Johnson takes the throw. Ends it with Rice. Just pass along the back line. But that's the problem in the space that Thiago had to pick up Tsimikas, and then the space he had to pick up Nunes. I mean, not like you can't defend across like that if you're Kerr or Zuma, because that's just a brilliant ball. And then Nunes, he connected fantastically. So
instruments of our own downfall. And 4 hours of a hospital pass for Souček. Not a lot you could have done there.
Oh, what was that?
What was that times 2?
Yeah, well, only sort of 15 minutes or so, we're passing the ball around all right, but now we're making it easy for Liverpool now by giving it away in bad areas. Thiago plays it to Tsimikas, not for the first time tonight. Yeah, I think that sums up Liverpool's superiority. Attempts 5-0, on target 3-0, and all 3 attempts on target by Nunes. Alisson plays it forward. A good connection for the first time.
Well won by someone, but
then lost by Rice. That's unlike him.
Yeah,
and David Moyes is just frustrated, as we all are at the moment. It's back with Liverpool. Van Dijk plays the ball forward. Great ball to Salah, is it over there? Inside to Firmino. Oh, Salah. Oh, they're in here. Salah. Oh, it's good defended by Zuma, actually, to get himself across there. And Salah.
I'm very surprised Salah didn't throw himself to the ground.
Well, there's still time for that yet, mate. Lovely ball by Firmino, and then Zuma did really well, just hold his ground and say to Salah, "You take me on if you want." And then in the end, Salah runs it out of play. Well, with a heavy touch, anyway, I should say.
Right, long ball up to Johnson, who heads it just to Downs, who he goes out for a Liverpool throw-in. But Johnson is
Johnson's down after
injured.
that challenge.
Come on, VAR, say it was a red card or something. Give us a chance.
Well, I mean, obviously, it'd be great to get an equaliser before half time, but I think the least we need is to stay as it is. I have to say. I know we haven't had any shots, but we've started off quite well. And then if we had that, if Skamaka, if he gets the ball like that again, I bet he's going to take a shot.
Yeah, go for a shot. There's also the one that nearly looped over to Downs, but it just got intercepted at the last second by, I think, Van Dijk. And Tsimikas, again, in absolute freedom of bloody
Johnson did better that time. That's what Johnson should have done for the goal.
Yeah.
As soon as Tsimikas had the touch, he was right on there. So better defended by Ben Johnson there. Tsimikas got the throws it to the captain Henderson. Would you, all jokes aside with Henderson, would you take Henderson to the World Cup?
No. Rice, Bellingham, Phillips, Ward-Prowse, all ahead of him.
But Phillips is injured, isn't he?
Yeah, but is he out for the World Cup? I don't know.
I don't, but he's barely played, though.
No,
you take someone who's barely played?
Never stopped us before.
No, but I'm asking you if you would.
I don't rate Henderson on that level. He's a good captain. That's about it. In my opinion, Henderson is carried by the rest of the Liverpool side. I genuinely don't see him being anywhere near the England squad. I'd probably move Mount in the centre mid.
Who would you have in the squad instead?
Well, I've named the four for them all fit. I wasn't aware Phillips was out for that long. I thought Phillips was just injured and he'd be back in a couple of weeks.
But even if he's fit, I don't think he plays. He would play.
In that case, then if my hand is forced, I'd take Henderson, but he wouldn't play. He'd be there literally just to lead the team off the pitch.
Well, I think I'd rather take Ward-Prowse than Henderson.
Well, if I'm going to take 4 centre mids, I mean, yeah. Well, if I'm allowed to take just 3 centre mids, I take 3. If I'm in a position where for cover, it's like, right, you might want to take a 4th centre mid. I'll take Henderson, but purely to be a leader off the pitch or a voice on the bench because he is a good captain, but he is just nowhere near at the level of the other midfielders we have at our disposal. They're all better than him, in my opinion, in just about every space. Henderson, if Henderson, the only reason Henderson has winners' medals is he signed for Liverpool instead of Arsenal.
Yeah, but when he signed for Liverpool, obviously they weren't a great side, were they?
No. What I'm saying is, like, the only reason he has a Prem, if he had signed for another club, he wouldn't have had the glory that he had. He's there because he's a good captain, but he's a good midfielder. He's just not on that level of the other midfielders we've got, and the other midfielders at Liverpool. I'd be starting. Who they got out injured at the minute? I'd probably be starting Fabinho alongside Thiago and let Thiago move forward a bit with those balls. But that's my opinion. I think Newcastle have scored.
Oh,
I've just heard a massive cheer above me.
Oh, Down's done well there. Is Souček.
Go on.
Maybe a foul, but not given. Oh, Allison gets away with that one to Gomez.
Does get away with that one.
Oh, and then given away by Tsimikas. And then Nunes in the left-back position of all places.
Oh, and foul given against Souček on someone. It did look a bit late.
Yeah, so our foul's gone. Yeah, we just got to... Obviously, it'd be nice if we could get an equaliser or even a second, which I don't see happening. But we just need to keep the scoreline as it is, because if it's 2-0 at half time, start the car time if you're Liverpool.
Elmer on a score for Newcastle. Yeah. I've got a Geordie living above me.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, it was certainly one a Sunderland fan, was it? Or Middlesbrough. Oh, what a ball again! Oh, Johnson should clear this one. Oh, Simicast.
Oh, he lets Simicast. Yeah, Simicast helps him out. Thank you.
But yeah, Almiron, he can't stop scoring. I think before the season,
goal is a real thing. Oh no, he's not from Mexico, is he? He's is it Paraguay?
Something like that. Somewhere else in South America. He's Salah deflected.
No, they're all offside, and they knew it. They were all offside, and they knew it.
Fabianski plays it forward. Sagamaka, I mean, how many touches he had? He's been starved of service tonight. Had that, well, I say effort, but had that chance to get an effort on goal earlier, and then he's barely touched it since. Not his fault, of course. But I'd love to know what the possession is. I think it was 68% earlier to Liverpool. Yeah, 63. Christ, yeah. Just need to stay in the game, boys. Is Kerr plays it forward to Rice. And all the way back to Fabianski. And then punts it left-footed up the pitch. And it's back with Liverpool again. Here's Thiago. Plays it to
Soucek thinks about putting pressure on him and then runs away from him.
He's Nunes drops off, plays it to Carvalho. Simicast, man, touches he's had tonight. Plays it back. Henderson, Carvalho, Simicast. You just need to put pressure on the ball. It's a bit too. I think that's why we're too deep. Not getting enough pressure on the player who's got possession. And Gomez plays it forward.
Half time can't come soon enough. Have Moyes sort them out. The amount of times we've done watch-alongs where we've come out second half a completely different side. Not saying it's going to happen, but a lot of times it's more Moyes has to tell them exactly what they're doing wrong when they come off. Yeah, however, exactly. Soucek seems to have his headphones in when that talk happens. Again, ball over the top. You're not going to win. You're not going to win those against Liverpool. Not even Scamacca.
It's just made it too easy at the moment. We're giving the ball away and giving them too much space.
And we're panicking with our passing. We're doing constant, like that. Tried to play it up long when he's got, and now they're on the counter. They've won it. What is Johnson doing there?
Yeah,
Johnson tries to play it long. We had Nunes right in front of him and was always going to block that every single time.
Yeah, here's Henderson. Oh, good ball. Is Alexander-Arnold. Cross comes in. And it's headed away by Johnson this time. Henderson. Good flick to Thiago. Oh, what a ball to Simicast. Back post. And it's headed away. Oh. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Oh, I thought it was going in. Just wide.
Fabianski was flat-footed.
Oh, yeah. Well, if that's on target, that's a goal. Good build-up play by Liverpool. Again, Thiago pulling the strings. Decent ball by Simicast, but doesn't fall to anyone. And yeah, look how much space Salah had. No one was engaging the ball at all. And then there was a bit of a wild effort by Salah, actually, which is very unlike him. And it's still 1-0, luckily. But that all come from, I don't know what to dig him out, but again, Johnson, he's had a mare of this 35 minutes so far. Okay, well, he's cursed to the right backs this season. Soufal's been off form. Now Johnson is tonight. Back with Gomez at the back for Liverpool. Nice and easy from a Liverpool point of view. Here's Henderson. Look how much space they've got. Plays it forward to Firmino. Great touch. Salah. Salah shoots. Oh, that's another wild effort. High one end, not so handsome. Yeah. Fabianski takes the goal kick. Oh, Jesus. That sums up our passing in this first half. Go straight out of play. Oh, here we go. It just sums up the superiority for Liverpool. Touches in the opposition box 13, West Ham 1. Good thing that's not the scoreline. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Picks out his fellow fullback, Tsimikas. And it's back with the ever-reliable Van Dijk. Here's Thiago. Pulling the strings in this half for Liverpool. He's closed down, but finds a way out. Or was that a foul? It is a foul. With Henderson. Oh, it's a rare bad ball by him.
Oh, what do you mean rare? He's done 2 good things this entire game.
Well,
one of them was a heel flick, which I'm classing as a sideways pass.
Of course you are.
To the vastly superior Thiago.
He's running the show.
They're on the attack now. Salah shot straight at Fabianski. See, ironically, Salah's the only one that's in my fantasy team.
Oh, I transferred Salah out a couple of weeks ago.
I forgot to do my team. I was meant to do a free hit, so I've still got like the City players in and the Arsenal players in. And it's all just an absolute shocker. So Salah will by default be my captain. Okay, we're putting a few passes together. Well, Downs has got the freedom of Anfield at the minute. It's Bowen who's bearing down on the box. Come on, boy, cut inside. No, don't go outside.
Oh, he went down. It went down the wrong way.
Nothing. He was always needed to try and cut inside, and now Liverpool have got the ball and going to be attacking.
Oh,
and Zoom again. No, that's not a free kick.
Oh dear. I think Nunes knows it as well.
Why can't Nunes just headbutt one of our players, please?
Oh, well, yeah.
He's been taking acting classes from Salah there.
Oh, look at that. Furious first half goals. West Ham just with the 2 this season. But as you say, mate, we've played a lot better in the second half of the matches. There's Thiago again. He must have the most amount of touches in this half so far. Tries to find Nunes. It's cleared. Oh, it's the post.
There was nearly that second Nunes goal that I predicted tonight.
I think it might be Firmino with the first effort off the bar. Yeah, what a game Nunes is having. Ball by Thiago, not for the first time. Tries to find Firmino. And a great effort. Well, good chest control by Nunes. Hits it first time, left-footed, off the post. Luckily, it bounced out from a West Ham point of view. Well, I think this is the Darwin Nunes performance that Liverpool fans were hoping for when they signed him for 80 million or whatever it was. Obviously, helps when you've got the players like Thiago pulling the strings for you, but still. He's having a stormer of the first half, and then, oh my goodness, what was that? I think that might have been right. Yeah, it was Rice. God, of all people as well, with a terrible crossfield ball. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Oh, no doubt I'll be getting messages about him being an average championship centre-back.
Right, well, it's 40 minutes gone, so 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And obviously on the balance of play, it looks like wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool take a second goal going into the half-time break. But West Ham got the ball for the first time in quite a while. Here's Rice. Plays at the Cresswell. There's a ball on over the top if he can find him. He doesn't. Plays at the Rice. What Carvalho is doing is defending. He's helping out Henderson and Thiago in the midfield.
Yeah.
He's doing a really good screening job.
The opposite of what Downs was doing for Bowen earlier is what I'm going to say, like, because he was going to screening for Bowen when he went forward. Yeah. Liverpool have got every man behind the ball. They know how massive we are.
Good ball by Kerr. Johnson does well there. Downs forward. Oh, referee!
Referee!
Oh,
Mm,
are they going to have a
I
look
don't
at
know.
that?
Hopefully VAR looks at it. I need to see it again before I comment. But Bowen is
So
holding his
Denley does
shoulder.
want to stick it over the top to Bowen. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'd say that's a penalty.
Oh,
I would say that's a penalty.
I think that's
It's a shove. It's a high foot.
yeah, it's not the greatest of defending by Gomez. He did great on Sunday at City, but I think he's got away with that one. It's one of them. Is it a clear
We haven't got commentary on, so we don't know what's going on. But it does look like he's consulting VAR, and it's a push and a knee. I'm biased, but to me that's a penalty.
VR. I think they're looking at it.
They are looking at it.
It's checks in progress.
They're probably going to give a handball to handball against Bowen.
I think they're checking possible penalty. They're checking it, so at least they're doing that. Is it a clear error?
I'd say it is.
Possibly, yeah.
I would say it is. You could say I'm biased, but at first I wasn't too sure, but yeah, that's a foul to me. That's a foul. He's getting the ball if he doesn't get barged in from behind.
I didn't realise how high Gomez jumped in the air. I thought it was just a little bit, but he's quite in line with Bowen's shoulder.
I don't think it. But then again, it's like again.
Oh, it's going to the screen.
Going to the screen. Okay.
Well, in general rules, that means the ref's going to overturn the decision.
Mate, if it's ever not going to get overturned, it's at Anfield or Old Trafford. Oh God, Klopp's gonna be shouting in a minute.
Yeah, well, it's happened. I think only once this season. I think Michael Oliver
stuck with his decision. Was that the Chelsea game?
I'm not sure. I don't think it didn't involve West Ham, but I'm not sure.
Of course not. It was a game that it's a game I didn't care about. I know that much.
Here we go.
Here we go.
He's changed. It's a penalty. It's a penalty for West Ham.
Penalty to West Ham.
And to be fair, Gomez, he knows it. He's not complaining at all. He knows it. It's not the greatest change by Gomez. Usually a more accomplished defender than that. Didn't need to make that challenge, did he? I'm stunned he did it in that fashion. But anyway, not complaining, mind. And West Ham out of nowhere have got a penalty.
J-Rod's going to take it again. Can he make it 3 out of 3?
Well, he's...
I don't know. Alisson's a big keeper, man. Like...
The pressure's on.
He would have been. I think also like he would have been shown like if we concede a penalty, Bowen takes them. This is where he puts them. Always claiming the ball's not on the spot. Naturally.
Well, pressure's on. It's a penalty at the Kop, so not going to get much.
There's a goalkeeper wearing the legging things as well. That always means he's got extra powers to save it.
Come on, Jared, to get us in the game out of absolutely nothing.
Come on, J-Rod. Top corner.
Come on. Come on. Oh, he saves it.
I told you.
Fuck me. What a good save by Alisson. Really good save. Bloody hell. There we are. Well, we had a chance to get back in out of nothing, but unfortunately, it's a really good save by Alisson. It's 45 minutes have been played.
There wasn't enough height on it.
No, that's the problem.
That's where he stuck it against Fulham, and I said he probably would have done his own work.
Yeah, so was it 2 minutes of stoppage time? Well, it looks like it's going to stay 1-0, which we would have took 20 minutes ago, but with a big chance like that, it's disappointing, obviously, not to take it. It'd be interesting to see how far that was near this. It looked like he had to dive a fair way, Alisson, but check it on the replay. Well,
I don't know what they're showing. Alisson talking to a goalkeeper.
Oh, it was nowhere near the corner, was it?
Not a good penalty at all.
Here's Rice. Skamaka tries to flick it. Well, intercepted by Gomez. Don't see the second now.
Okay. Okay, actually, Fornell's out wide. Okay, the impetus wasn't quite there that we thought we were open. Rice crossfield ball to Bowen, who holds onto it.
I was done well there, Bowen. Is Johnson? Oh no, my screen's going.
No, Johnson, you had a ball on there for, I believe Downs, who's playing a bit advanced. Rice again pings it forward to Fornells, who's got Cresswell on the overlap.
This must be
Gives
about
it back
30
to Rice, who
seconds.
finally gives it to Cresswell.
Ball comes in.
Ball
Gomez.
comes in.
Ball comes in. Oh, Downs.
Oh, Downs with the outside of the foot. Nearly went for a great shot. Corner.
Looked like it was going to go on target, but yeah, it's gone behind for a corner. And this will be the last last action of this first half. And then Van Dijk, good block, hits his knee. Oh, Charlie's in the chat. Cheers, Charles. Suchet and Fornell has been atrocious. Yeah, they've been pretty poor, haven't they? Start to lose patience. Johnson, yeah, Johnson. It's a shame.
He's made up for it since the mistake, but his mistake was so bad. But I mean, we still feel devastated about the penalty miss, mate. Like really
comes in.
Oh,
Salmon. But if it just hit him, or we maybe weren't expecting it, and it goes out for a goal kick, and that should be the end of the first half. And it is. Eventful first half for at Anfield, and it's at the break, halftime break. It's a Liverpool 1, West Ham 0. Trying to sum that one up, Dennis.
Lucky it's only 1-0 on both accounts. Lucky it's only 1-0 for us because Liverpool have had 2 or 3 guilty chances. Lucky it's only 1-0 for Liverpool because Bowen had a penalty and should have done better. Should have stuck it down the middle or top corner.
It's back in the net, mate. Where, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bit devastating. Because that really did feel like our only bloody chance, you know?
Yeah, it was out of nothing as well. So, but yeah, Liverpool I think West Ham started all right in that first sort of 5-10 minutes, but then Liverpool just grew into the game. Thiago's been pulling the strings in midfield, haven't got close to him, and yeah, really well taken goal by from a Liverpool point of view. Midway through the first half, Thiago fed Tsimikas, not for the first time in the half. A lovely cross into the box by Tsimikas, and then just outreach of Zuma, a really good header by Nunes. He's had a fantastic half, probably been the best player so far. Him and Thiago absolutely ran the show for Liverpool. And as you say, Nunes has had a few other chances as well. And then West Ham just haven't kept the ball well at all, have we? And when we have strung some passes together, we actually, not necessarily efforts, but that's where the penalty come from, was by far our best move.
Yeah, well, by far as we'd after conceding the goal, we had a good move early on, which again, I think Van Dijk just plucked it out of the air and knocked it away from Downs. It was about to go through or about to have a tap in on goal.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, I mean, obviously, Darwin Núñez obviously had that send off against Fulham, and he's had a bit of a stuttering start to his Liverpool career, but he's looked every inch the big summer signing, the 80 million quid away, how much he cost from Benfica. He's been really impressive, I've got to say, tonight.
He's a pretty much an elite player, you know, so not a lot we can really be doing about that. I really hope we change it up second half, though. Again, I love Fornell's favourite teddy bear, but I'll bring on Benny, and because at the minute it's almost been like we've been set up, like when we were passing it around the back at 0-0, it was almost like we're trying to like wind them up, get them to make mistakes, get them to come and attack us and catch them on the counter. But equally, Fornells isn't the type of player to catch them on the counter with, is he? So I don't have really much more to say about that. I mean, as I said, it really does similar with the Forest game. It's like sucks the energy. At least it's not in the second half. It was towards the end of the first half. It's kind of that feeling when you do miss a penalty. It's kind of like, oh no, it's not going to happen for us today now, is it? So I don't on the balance of play, I don't really see us getting an equaliser. But second half, the amount of times we come out as a different team. Equally, if we're not going to bring, I wouldn't take Skamaka off purely because, you'll have that moment of magic. But if we're losing, let's say we concede a second, I would do similar to do another reference of Formula One, if a guy's mouths down the back and isn't going to get any points, they'll just keep them out for testing data. I would just bring on Antonio and be like, fuck about and find out. Like, play Schumacher and Antonio up top, see what happens. See how they work together. It's a no-brainer. There's nothing to lose, and you're up against Virgil van Dijk, for Christ's sake. So let's just see where they can link up, if they can link up in this type of situation. So that would be my plan if you go 2-0 down. But at halftime, I'd bring on Benny anyway.
Yeah, the stats have just come up at the halftime stats, and Liverpool with 11 shots and West Ham with 3. But this is where XG is a bit misleading, because our XG is better than Liverpool's, but because we had a penalty, that's why it's higher.
It's like just to clarify as well, sorry, because I didn't quite finish. I didn't explain my point well. I would bring on Benny now, and then if we go 2-0 down, I'll go fuck it, sling Soucek, bring on Mickey, and play old school 4-4-2 with wingers, and be like, if we lose 2-0 or 4-0, worse or better, we're not in a relegation. I don't see us being in a relegation battle, so I'm not too bothered about goal difference.
No, yeah. So what changes would you make after? Would you bring Ben Rama on?
Straight Benny for 4-0s, that's it. I'd stick with Soucek in the middle, purely because, other than Lanzini, who I don't think this would be suited for in the middle, I think if you give up too much ground to the middle with Thiago, as much as Soucek's made the mistakes, he's a body going forward, and has done a couple of good things. Whereas if you go a second goal down, I'll go, screw it, bring on Mickey for Soucek. Let's say we go 2-0 down inside 10 minutes or whatever. I'll just screw it and just bring them on. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah, and I think we need to just, I know it's easier said than done, but it just the basics in terms of giving the ball away in bad areas. And leaving yourself short at the back on the counter and stuff, and just not pressurising Liverpool's midfielders. I mean, Thiago's a fine player, but he's even better when he's got time and space to pick out his teammates.
Pretty much. Showing the Nunes chances, it really should be 2-0 there. Or there's the other one where he hit the post, isn't it? That's where it really should be 2-0. Sorry, again, Thiago ball over.
So
it's the post.
And
absolutely skins the rebound.
It's that one, the one with the left foot. That's a great effort. He can't do much more than that. It's the second one. He just completely snatches it, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's led the line brilliantly. Nunes, fair play to him. I think there's been times where we've given a ball away in bad areas at the back and made it easy for Liverpool at times. So if you give, I know Liverpool are not there in their most incredible form this season, but you give good players that time and space, and you give them opportunities, they're going to gobble them up.
And the next one, they're not going to blink. They're going over the penalty. I guarantee you, McManaman is spitting blood that this was given.
That was by far West Ham's best move. We kept the ball for a decent amount of time, and good flip by Downs to find Bowen, who did well to control it. And it was that's getting more obvious every time we see that challenge by Gomez. I wasn't too sure live, but the more we see it, obviously VAR looked at it a number of times, and Stuart Atwell, even at the monitor, looked at it a few times. We're just sitting there, save, and it is a good save by Alisson. But wasn't obviously right in the corner by Bowen. Obviously he saves it, and that was our big chance, mate. Evening, Russ. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, well, I know you very well, Russ, with Arsenal's superb start of the season. But I think it's a shame. Obviously, Bowen's been good at penalties this season, but obviously that was
I think that's the first penalty he's ever had saved out of the ones he's taken. I think he had a 4-4 record at Hull.
Oh yeah.
He started taking them towards the end of his time there.
Yeah, but Alisson's a good goalkeeper anyway, isn't he?
As I was saying, just the body language, I could tell like he was confident he knew which way Bowen was going. And I was saying, like, go down the middle or go into the opposite corner. He did it Fulham, because I'm pretty certain the keeper went the right way against Fulham. Just the shot was too powerful.
Yeah, it's a shame. Obviously, it would have been a complete shithouse if we managed to get there, because Liverpool were absolutely dominant in that first half. But you obviously got to take those chances when they come. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we didn't. But hopefully,
Look, it's West Ham at Anfield, mate. We've had our one moment in the sun.
well, I
In
hope
in
you're right.
2015, we had our day in the sun. It'll be
Well,
2040 something by the time we next win there.
I'm shocking, yeah. Too right, mate. Let's go to the chat. Cheers, Russ. It's our year until we get all the suspension and injuries. Yeah, we were saying that, Russ, earlier.
World Cup.
But yeah, the World Cup. I mean, I wonder if that will obviously make a difference to not only Arsenal, but obviously Liverpool teams. It could work for teams that are not in form, but also against teams that are bang in form. That Arsenal don't want the season to end, but obviously it has to for the World Cup.
Yeah, whereas Liverpool are going to have their Diaz and Jota not going to the World Cup, recovered. Hopefully for them, they'll have them back, and there's no risk of the World Cup. With City, they're going to have Haaland not going to the World Cup, and just hope the other players come back.
Yeah.
Whereas how many Arsenal players, the form they're in, they're probably going to the World Cup. Jesus is going to be starting up front for Brazil.
Yeah. Martinelli.
Martinelli will probably be in the Brazil side.
Be in the England squad.
Smith Rowe will probably be in the England squad. Wouldn't maybe not play, but he'd probably make the squad. Maybe
he hasn't been. He'd probably be. I don't think he's been in the last few squads. He's been in the under 21s. I think Smith Rowe has.
Yeah. And then Saliba will probably be at the French team, centre back.
Yeah.
God, I'm running out of. I'm
Ramsdale will be in the England squad.
Yeah. I'd imagine Ramsdale will be in the squad. I don't imagine him playing.
No.
Tierney won't be going to the World Cup, but I think he's injured at the minute anyway.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey, less said about him, the better.
Xhaka, we'll go Xhaka, Switzerland.
Yeah, guarantee us. We've got to get the Swiss bastards in. Second fate, dark horses to win the World Cup.
And it's interesting with Ben White because I would take Ben White, but obviously he's played as a right back this season for Arsenal, and
all the better for Southgate right now.
Well, yeah, we're well stocked in their fullback positions. Oh, Smith Rowe's injured. Cheers, Russ. Yeah, he's been injured. Yeah, I was going to say I haven't heard too much about him, but then again, even if he's fit, I think Saka and Martinelli have been in tremendous form anyway.
Yeah, Saka's an amazing player. Well, we never know, Russ. There might be no party for a while. I won't say that any more on that matter. But yeah, Saka's an amazing player. I mean, I watched the first episode of Arsenal All or Nothing around my mate's house last Friday. And his mentality is ridiculous, even if you could argue it's for cameras and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm hoping not only talent wise, he's got similar to Rice and other players sort of that generation, just an amazing mentality and focus towards just letting go of things and putting things to the back of your mind.
No, he's very well grounded. Because I've watched the whole series. I'm sure Russ has as well. But that's a really good series. I really enjoyed it. And there's a bit in one of the later episodes where Saka meets who's that? A youngster. But I don't know if it's a competition winner or something like that. But he or it might be in a charity, what their foundation, something like that, and plays like goes on the pitch with him, like obviously non-match day, but spending some time with him on the pitch, and that's bloody hell, you're real, mate. You're grounded.
Yeah, I mean, all I've got to ask is, does Arteta get less cringy or more cringy as the series goes on?
I think more so, especially there's one where I'm sure you've seen the memes of him with.
I had that in the first episode.
A light bulb.
Well, there's him with my mood is there, and I said to my mate, it wouldn't surprise me if that was recorded after the series, just for the series, because if a manager did that in the changing room, I'd be worried. Doing a graph of his emotional feelings.
It's certainly cringe factor, especially it's like David Brent if he was a football manager. Is it? Or Mike Bassett.
Simply, I've just seen Southampton's goal for Adams. The defending on that was absolutely made ours look like world class, like prime. Made bloody Johnson look like prime Maldini. But good header. But he had a free header on the penalty spot from the crossing on the bar line. No one was even close to him.
I think Southampton deserved to be relegated because Maitland-Niles is wearing number 3. He's a midfielder. Should be relegated just for that.
Been there.
No.
We've all been there.
Well, I think Southampton, well, they want to hold on to their lead, unlike they did on Sunday against us. Not many goals tonight. Just the one Southampton, obviously Liverpool, and then Newcastle beating Everton, and the other two games are 0-0.
Yeah, not too many goals. Yeah.
To be fair, United and Tottenham, they kicked off at 8:15, so about 15 minutes in. But it was 0-0 the other day with United and whoever they played. So they need to.
When against Newcastle, when Ronaldo tried to snib that goal, which the United fans, the same sort that are demanding Greenwood be involved in the matchday squad, were claiming that it shows the Premier League is fixed and biased against Ronaldo, who's the GOAT, because they put it in play, and it was like, no, shut up, you don't understand football. You've probably started watching 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cheers, Russ. Yeah, I completely echo what you said. So the Arsenal documentary was really good. To be fair, I went in with low expectations. Yeah, I thought it'd be more of a sort of before the season. I'm sure Arsenal fans were like, "Oh, this is going to be embarrassing. This is going to show us, banter FC and all that kind of shit." And it wasn't. There were, but there are bits that are funny, like some of the Arteta team talks that are quite funny. But in general, it's just obviously a really good insight into how they run, and obviously that's the whole point of a documentary like that.
Well, yeah, I said it, and also on top, as we were about to come out for second half, I'd say Welcome to Wrexham on Disney Plus is amazing, because you expect it to be just all about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney and things like that, but actually no, they talk to like the local landlord of the pub and stuff like that. Yeah, and they do one of the best things they do in it is when there's a British term about football that is aimed at Americans that might not understand. They have the American saying underneath, and then they have it translated into Welsh, and it always ends with "bah" after it as well. So they make lots of sheep jokes in it. There's one episode that is just dedicated to explaining what Wales is to Americans very briefly. So they do it quite well in about half an hour.
All right, we're back underway at Anfield. Second half's underway. I don't think there's been any changes from what I can see from either side, really. And it's Mohamed Salah, obviously Liverpool kicking towards the Kop in this second half, where Alisson made that superb save from Jarrod Bowen, his penalty just before half time. Liverpool go out at the back. Played forward. Nunes does really well, but goes out for a Liverpool throw. Yeah, Liverpool were a bit hoping that we want to kill this game off as quick as possible, but obviously West Ham needs to just stay in this game. We had obviously that golden chance with the penalty, but for half time. But apart from that, it didn't really look like going close. So that needs to improve. Oh, the Prime is playing up. I skipped. I thought I was going to miss a chance there, but it's gone out of play. It's all the way back to Alisson in the goal. A couple of hairy moments at the start of the first half, but redeemed himself with that penalty save.
No changes at half time, it appears.
No, just going to go for the lineup with no changes for either side.
Henderson tries to chip Fabianski. Oh God!
Oh,
never would have heard the end of that if that had gone in.
I'm going to reset my Prime because I'm slightly behind you now after that.
Oh my God! What world are we living in?
Yeah, what's the Homer Simpson? The end is near.
Yeah, the end is near. No, Russ. Again, I had a little bit of a moan about this earlier, mate. In the Liverpool haven't actually been bad. They've just had like a striker sent off, a little bit of adaptation. They're missing Mane, but I wouldn't say they were ever gone. Like you outplayed them. Oh, hang on, we got the ball. I'll come back to this because Rice is bombing forwards. Pass it to Fornells. He's got Cresswell on the overlap on the edge of the box. Puts it in, well blocked, and it's back out to Rice on the left wing. We're still sustainable attacking here. No, back to
what minute are you on, Dennis?
47-45.
I'm back ahead of you now. Is Cresswell, Fornells, cuts it back. Oh, Van Dijk does really well.
I am very, very behind you then, because I'm at 48.
Oh, about 20 seconds.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
So I've got that.
here's Downs. Plays it forward. Oh, just behind Skamaka. That was a chance, that was.
But yeah, I don't think Liverpool have ever gone away. And also, it's a case of, but equally, they haven't been exceptional tonight. They've just been the better team. This isn't what Liverpool were like a couple of years ago. Like, they've been a bit sloppy in passing at times. Oh, I've just had the bit behind Skamaka.
Oh, I'm gonna pause it in a minute, mate, and you can catch up.
Let us know what time you pause it at, and I'll let you know when I'm there.
All right, so I'm on 49 minutes exactly.
Okay, I'm 15 seconds behind you. So I'll tell you. I'll give you the countdown. 5-second countdown.
That's what we all want.
Oh yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49. It's like the Royal Rumble. Who's going to come down?
Beep.
Oh, great. Well,
good challenge by Kerr.
Very well defended. Yeah, very well defended by a lot of us there. Oh, Skamaka does well to chest it down, but there's just no one there. Oh, Bowen. Okay. Run, Bowen. Run, Jared.
Great challenge by Downs there to win that one.
Yeah. Soucek does a good. Soucek doing his job very well there. Bowen with a ball for Downs, who just gets there ahead of Van Dijk. Back to Bowen. Gives it to Soucek.
We were saying earlier, Dennis, about who the three are going to sit. And at the moment, the amount of times Downs has got forward tonight.
I know he was playing as a 10 at times. Throwback to when Noble played as a 10 for us during Project Restart.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, good little pass to play there. Rice. Okay, brilliant. Go on, out wide, out wide. Oh God damn it! No, Rice. Oh, Rice very nearly found him. If I say Johnson was in acres of space if Bowen had just looked up.
Carvalho. This game's opening up now. Is Cresswell?
Oh. That's a foul. What? That's a foul. Thank you, Carvalho. That's a foul on Johnson. So Cresswell. There's inexperience there from Carvalho, I'd say.
Well, West Ham's pass will be a little bit more crisper, more first-time passing. So there's sort of a second-half bounce back, a bit like Unai Emery-esque at Arsenal when he was Arsenal manager, which I'm sure Russ would agree with. That's a decent ball, not in the channel, but Van Dijk easy enough for someone of his caliber. So how long would you give it, Dennis? Because I think we've actually started the second half reasonably well, got to say. Would you give it to the hour, classic half hour to go? Or would you
possibly. Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, we missed everyone.
Oh, it was a poor ball by Alexander-Arnold, but then again, he might not have had anyone to pass to, but it ended up with, I think, Salah trying to find someone else. The deflection helped out Liverpool in the end, but Trent couldn't make the most of it. And so at the back for Liverpool is Gomez. Plays back to his centre-back partner in Virgil van Dijk. Crossfield ball by Van Dijk. Oh, it's not a bad ball, but Fabianski comes and collects that one. Just a bit much quicker tempo from the West Ham point of view.
As I said, it's half-time. Moyes often comes and gives them a bollock and tells them what they're doing wrong. And they come out a different side second half. Be interesting to see, if Liverpool were to have gotten a second, what would have happened. But
true, very true. Is Rice? I'm a prime stopper again. Can you take over, Dennis?
Yeah, Johnson just skinned someone. I can't make out who it is on that side. Cresswell has the ball at left back. Thinks at a long pass. See, yeah, they've stopped doing those long balls to no one.
Yeah.
Rice is now running with the ball on our halfway line.
That's cool. I'm back now. He's Johnson to Bowen. Plays it back to Kerr. Oh, I think that was going to be a foul, but refs played advantage. Cresswell
passes straight to Henderson.
Fucking hell. Salah. Oh, he gives it away as well.
Fornells has got it. Does the right pass there to Rice. It's good. who again does the right pass to Johnson.
He's got
Bowen needs to get on the wing. Someone needs to get on the wing. Fornells is there.
in space.
No, Van Dijk's always going to get there ahead of him. He should have been on the wing sooner.
It weren't the best ball though, was it?
But one of Bowen or Fornells should have made the run much sooner and a much more direct towards a touchline instead of just jogging forwards.
Yeah, still throwing for West Ham. Johnson's going to take it. Rice, then back to Johnson now. Rice again.
Cross ball to Cresswell. Plays a little 1-2 with Fornells. He passes it to Soucek. Zuma's got the ball with his permanent limp.
Cheers, Russ. Yeah, we've got a few options, mate. So I think
going forward. Oh, sorry.
I would bring on Antonio at some point. Ben Rama as well. Or even Emerson. Obviously, he's quite rapid down that left-hand side. So got Lanzini as well. So we've got a few options, but I'd certainly bring Antonio on without a doubt.
So that face wasn't questioning about Antonio. That was more, I thought that was a corner to us, but it's given a goal kick. That's what I was about to interrupt you for, but I stopped when he gave a goal kick.
All right.
Skamaka wins a header at last against Gomez. Not sure about that one. Cresswell plays it into space and it goes straight to Alisson because no one else was reading his line.
Fornell saw Bowen an earlier run, but he didn't play. He played it along the floor instead of playing it in the air. So Bowen set Fornell's.
I thought it was Cresswell. It was Fornell's.
It was Fornell's. I've never seen Aaron Cresswell play a right-footed ball like that in my life. Well, one that good anyway. I think goes out of play most if he kicks with his right foot. Van Dijk plays it out wide. Tsimikas ball into the box. Oh, it's well defended by Carrot.
Fornells has done well. Skamaka just misses it.
Dennis, that was a bad ball. But it's been a better 10 minutes from the West Ham point of view, but unfortunately, so far, no shots. That's quite wide. But just like that, out of nothing, a good ball from Liverpool. It might have been Henderson with the ball. Yeah, good ball by Henderson. Good run by Nunez out wide. But yeah, just scoops it over. I think we know what Charles wants, so West Ham do get Fornells and Soucek off.
Well, I'd have brought on Benny for Fornells full point blank at half time. And as I said, Charles, second half, if you go 2-0 down, I'll use the new terms, just fuck about and find out. I'd have brought Mickey on for Soucek. I'm gone 4-4, old school 4-4-2 with wingers.
Yeah.
So we had that little bit of burst. Yeah. Oh, they're bringing on a triple sub. Firmino and the boys are coming on.
Firmino, Elliott, and Curtis Jones are coming on for Liverpool. So it's Nunez who's been substituting us.
I think what Klopp's doing here is squad management because he's lost 2 key attackers. Yeah. His 3 key attackers are all on the pitch right now. I think he's just like, right, let's not risk them. So that would probably be for either Firmino on his own up top or Salah's moving up top with him.
Yeah. Yeah, so Nunez is off for what an hour of
Carvalho's coming off.
Yeah, Carvalho's coming off as well.
Who's Sabino coming on for? This would be interesting.
It's Thiago.
Oh, good. I'm glad. He's been the best player on the pitch by a country mile.
Well, I think he's saying that took their 2 best players off in Nunez and Thiago. So
I'd argue Van Dijk's been better than Nunez this game. Van Dijk's blocked everything out of the air.
Okay, two of their best 3 players.
Yeah. But I understand why Klopp's doing it. It's just squad management.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many starts Nunez has had as well. Like as in all 90 minutes. Hardly any. I don't think. Let's go to the chat. Cheers, Russ. Yeah, Soucek's been poor for a while. Yeah, hasn't it? This season, hasn't it? Even parts of last season, hasn't it? The best form. Charles has gone. It's like Moyes sent out for a 1-0 loss. Have a bit of courage and go for it. Yeah, I think he's going to have to now. I'm going to have to now, mate. Just before the hour has been played. surely, but obviously we can't see him. I'm sure there's a few of our subs warming up at this point.
Yeah, but equally, how many times have we complained about Moyes not making subs? Go on, Rice does brilliantly there, charging forwards.
Oh, go on, Dick.
That's a fucking bad ball, but he gets there in
Nice.
the end.
Good
He
ball in the
gets
end
there, does
to
the job.
Skamaka.
Skamaka, who Harvey Elliott versus Skamaka is not exactly a fair fight, is it? Harvey Elliott thought he could fucking take on Skamaka. My word. To quote Ray Wilkins, my word.
My word, yeah. It's like one of them earlier when Downs was against Van Dijk. There's only one winner there, isn't it? Thrown down by Cresswell. 2 downs, actually.
Cresswell dancing through them, but Trent covers. Goes to Rice, passes to Johnson. Go on, give it back to Rice. To me, to you. There we are. It's good. Ah, Johnson.
Oh.
Got to be our throw. It's our throw in. Okay, Benny's warming up.
But yeah, Ben Rama's coming on. So good to see that early-ish substitution taking place.
I mean, it's 60 minutes. I'm sure soon the Liverpool players are going to have to get their inhalers out, aren't they? Rice is just fouled by Fabinho.
Has been dirty.
Liverpool.
Has been foul. Let's go to the chat. Getting out of Anfield, losing 1-0 isn't the worst of results, Charles. Yeah. Say what you mean, Charles. Wow, Ben Johnson as a defender, good.
You're saying you should stick to dancing? Is that what you're saying?
Johnson's a footballer, bad.
Benny, yes, thank you, Charles, for that. Go on, Cresswell, use your brain. Well done, mate. Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh, come on!
Cresswell keep passing it to Henderson.
Okay, no, you're not playing for England now, lads. Here we go. It's
the sub I wanted. 4-0 is coming off.
Yeah, it's Ben Rama on for 4 now. So yeah, straight swap at the moment. So yeah, 4-0 is better second half, but yeah, hopefully Ben Rama. When he played, obviously got the assist for Rice against Southampton. He played really well. It was more of a wing back, wasn't it, on Sunday? But he's played well most of the games this season, Ben Rama. So hopefully the same again tonight.
All right, Kevin's on the ball. And again, it goes straight. Eventually, it gets to Cresswell, who pins it straight to a Liverpool player. We win a throw-in off of Trent, and there's just no rush to take it as we regroup.
Fabianski's got it from Kara Johnson with the ball. This is the Rice. Passes completed 400 to 256 in favour of Liverpool. I'd say about 300 then, probably by Thiago, the amount of touches he had tonight. Fabianski plays out the pitch. Van Dijk with a big header out the pitch. Zuma clears it. Not very well, though, to Tsimikas. Oh, good challenge by Johnson.
Rice done brilliantly there.
Well played by Declan. Is Souček does well. Kera, good balls to Cresswell. Play it to her man, Aaron. Does well. Found Ben Rama. He'd fancy his chance against Alexander-Arnold, Ben Rama, if he could get a run on him.
Kera's running forwards with it, and he loses it to Henderson. And now on the counter.
Yeah.
Firmino to Henderson. Never going to hear the end of it if he does something. Pulls it back. And Firmino misses an absolute sitter.
Just wide.
Bigger Premier League legend than Bergkamp misses the sitter.
Takes a deflection, though, so it's a corner. It's a good block by who is that? Cresswell. Good block by Cresswell there. Had to make it, otherwise that's 2-0. Alexander-Arnold's going to take this corner for Liverpool right by the Kop. Takes it right through. Comes in, well headed away.
Couldn't quite get it
Whoa!
away.
Elliot
Very good
shoots.
block.
It's well blocked by Bowen, I think it was.
I think that was Bowen.
That's another corner for Liverpool. It's the scene of that famous corner that Alexander-Arnold took against Barcelona. When Origi scored his, Alexander-Arnold header comes in, and it's comfortably saved for Firmino with another chance. Header straight at Fabianski, though. Not the best throw, though. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, Johnson kept that one in. And we've done well there, actually, West Ham. That's well played. Ball's played forward. Oh, good ball. Ben Rama, chance here. If we could play it forward quickly. Ben Rama.
He's dawdling on it. Sadly, gives it to Rice, who gives it to Souček. Please use your brain, Thomas. Good lad. Gives it to Cresswell, who crosses it. Allison's getting that. Oh, he's missed it. Oh! Thought that was travelling for an own goal. I cursed it by saying Allison's getting that all day long. And he misses it. Shimikas is there. I don't think if he did, it was going to go out for a goal kick if Shimikas didn't chest it out. So this could be quick. Bring Dawson on. He's not on the bench, but just bring him on.
Bring Bonner on. He's good. He can.
Yeah, as I said before, with Bonner and Dawson at the back, we were lethal at centre corners. Without them, it's gone to pot.
Well, this same as the London Stadium. Zuma gets into the back post. It sells over Allison's head.
We haven't got Mickey to live rent free in Allison's head though. No. We've got a little bit of a train going on with Skamaka, Kera, and Zuma crowding. Goes in.
Get up! Oh, it's well headed away.
Wide away.
That's it.
What the fuck was that, Jared?
Oh dear, that was not very good at all.
It was abysmal. Moyes is now looking at his sub, looking at the people warming up down the touchline.
Well, it's been a better half from a West Ham point of view, but just need to get some more efforts on goal. Fabinho, not a great touch. Souček wins it.
I was like, that's Liverpool's throw in. Souček should have left it.
Yeah.
Mickey's getting stripped off.
Yeah, here we go. Wonder what he'll do. He'll probably take Skamaka off. I wouldn't do that, but I've got a feeling that's what he's going to do. Unless he goes bold and takes Souček off or Downs, mate. That's what I'd do. But whether he will or not, we'll have to find out in a few minutes. Oh, Johnson. Fuck me, what a bad touch that was. Yeah, just showed the touch map of Skamaka's touches in this half. There's not much, but can't really blame him for that. Back to Alisson. His kicking certainly, well, I was going to say got better. It's better than his first couple of attempts with a pass at the start of the first half. Oh, what a ball, Alexander-Arnold, Firmino.
Another terrible chance by the player, better than a bigger Premier League legend than Dennis Bergkamp, according to the Oxfordshire Liverpool fan.
I think Zuma, not for the first time, really good defending, gets across, says have a go if you want, and then a scuffed effort by Firmino. He's usually better than that. What was it that Liverpool fan said about Firmino?
We were talking about Premier League legends because I made the argument of too many players are called legends, and I said there's only a select few really from the era. Yeah. And he argued that Firmino was a bigger legend than Bergkamp because he's won the Champions League. And I'm like, yeah, God. I've got screenshots to back this up. Like the Chelsea fans were like, "What are you talking about?"
You just don't. You don't know football.
Because like we did it club by club, and it was like, and his list of Liverpool legends was just endless. It was like,
did you name everyone in the squad or sorry?
Nearly. Oh, hang on. Cresswell's in behind here. does well not to do an early cross, but he's been played into the corner now.
Good ball by Ben Rama to play him in.
Benny, go on, skin him, Benny. It's Henderson. He's not going to get round Henderson like that.
It did well, Jordan Henderson.
Yeah,
Defending,
went out for a throw in the second half.
I mean, Liverpool's third, just got to create more chances, have plenty of endeavour, and the passing is so much better in the second half. But
right, Soucek's got the ball, he's using his brain a bit, he's doing the right passes for once. We're now playing it round our back four, but we're camped in their half. Everyone is in the Liverpool half except for Zuma. Although Bowen's running further back. And Bowen has played it back to Fabianski when everyone except for Kurt Zuma, who was in the D, was in the Liverpool half.
He had no options around him, though.
Yeah, I think he played himself into that position, though.
True. All right, Fabianski plays it forward.
Right. Gomez and Skamaka, but Soucek wins it back. Trent just nicks it past Benny.
Benny. Got to go to those ones.
Oh, and Kerr cuts out a pass that Salah would have been away there if it weren't for that. Rice gets out of trouble from Firmino, but Johnson is up against Jones. Is it? It's Jones.
Yeah. But Salah's gone up front.
Salah's gone up front. Yeah.
Firmino's just off him. Yeah, Jones is out on the left, and then Elliott's on the right.
Mickey is now drinking his Lucasade furiously while talking to what looks like a coach.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, actually.
It's a coach that I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
But we've got the ball in the middle of the park.
He's Soucek. We know who he is. Plays at the
good ball to Johnson, who does well to get away from Jones, but does well to get through Firmino somehow. Okay. Downs has got it on the wing with nothing much on. Who plays it back to Rice, who does... What is Rice doing? Okay. Benny! Oh! Falls straight to Benny because everyone was confused, and he passes it to Alisson from about 5 yards out. Was he offside? No, he was onside.
Yeah. Oh, well onside. Gomez just completely lost the ball.
He should have played it across the box for Bowen, but he just cushions it down. Oh my God, that was a chance.
That was a proper up and under by Declan, and Gomez completely misread the flight of the ball.
So did the defenders. They didn't know who was going to go for it.
That's what I said, Gomez. Yeah.
Sorry. I thought you said Alisson. Sorry, I don't know why.
I don't know why either. But yeah, Ben Rama, I think he did the right thing.
He had two options on, and that was the less risk of giving it to Liverpool's defenders was to give it to their goalkeeper. Oh, Fabianski's going to come for that, and does. Salah was in there otherwise.
I think Salah might have been offside anyway, but he didn't know that. But yeah, what a chance!
19 minutes to go. We've got to bring on Antonio.
Yeah, well, he should. Well, hopefully, it will come on the next couple of minutes. That's better. He's Soucek.
Gives it Henderson straight to Henderson as usual.
Yeah, that's well there. Head it back to Fabianski. It's a shame we didn't have this sort of endeavour and ability, just passing the ball to each other in the first half. It's obviously weird seeing Liverpool play like this. Obviously, they did on Sunday against City, but it's a change in their sort of tactics from Jurgen Klopp's point of view. But I think that's probably what has played a part into their sort of slowish start to the season. His Ben Rama does well there. Soucek.
Johnson play it over to Bowen. Go on, gives it to Bowen, who's got two men on him.
Downs is free if he can find. Oh, he's not marked. He's marked now. Bowen plays back to Rice.
Nice. Kerr's got it. Benny's got it. Turns. Oh, nearly plays it into Soucek.
Oh, he does well. Johnson's in space.
That's a good ball in. Oh,
get up.
Nearly.
Oh.
Skamaka was just a yard behind it.
Alexander-Arnold clears up the pitch.
Oh, that's well. I think that's a foul. That is a foul on Salah. We can't complain there. Yeah, Kerr had two hands full of Salah's shirt. That's a foul on Salah.
Yeah, it did look a foul. Alexander-Arnold with a good ball up the pitch, and Salah Yeah, I think it is a foul by. Yeah, it is a foul by Kera. Can't complain
Kera's
about
claiming
that.
he was pulling his shirt. He wasn't. No. Right, Mickey's coming on now. No, don't. No doubt, we'll take off Skamaka, knowing logic. But honestly, no, we're taking off Downs. Okay,
Oh,
we're
right.
going for it.
Well, here
We
we go.
are going for it. We are going for it. Not the sub I would have made, but we are playing 4-4-2.
Well, I mean, we've been saying for quite a while, like, when's it going to happen? They're going to play together, and here we go, mate.
Unless-
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
hello. We've been joined by Russ. Back
Yeah,
from,
sorry, I didn't get your message. I was doing something completely different.
No, that's all right,
Salah's behind the ball. All it.
It's
Okay,
Salah.
corner Liverpool.
We can't concede now.
What channel are you on anyway?
Amazon.
Amazon
You're
Prime.
joking.
What channel are you on?
That's all right. You could just join in with the banter for us and.
Oh, sorry, I've got Amazon Prime. It's fine.
Oh, by the way, the Oxford fan is watching because he's now maining about me saying that what I said about him saying that Firmino's better than Bergkamp. and one of the Chelsea fans have just told him to behave because we all remember him saying it. Oh, Fabianski nearly Salah this over the bar. Oh, it's Jones. Sorry, Jones is over the bar.
Everything happened there. It was a great.
Is that another corner? I mean, I thought that went straight up the bar. Oh my god, Firmino once again. If he was that good, he would have buried that.
Oh, yeah, must have took a deflection.
Another corner.
Here we go. Got to clear this one. In it comes, and it's well cleared.
Skamaka
there, yeah.
And then Benny's away. Oh, okay. No, Benny's not away. Forget I said that. Benny's not away.
No. Words, come back, Dennis. Come back.
Come back.
Come back.
The words that have come out of my mouth. Please come back.
Are you both watching it?
Yeah, we're both
Legit
watching on
means,
Amazon
yeah.
Prime, mate.
Yeah, legit means that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
We always watch it through legit means. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Alexander-Arnold with a great ball to Tsimikas.
Again, Alexander-Arnold has had a good game. This is why I don't quite get this whole media going mental about Liverpool being poor and stuff. They just haven't had the electric start or the electric wins that they're used to because they're adapting to life after Mane.
It's more Alexander-Arnold's defending. He's crossing and passing. There's never been a question.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. I know he has had a couple of poor games, but I'm just saying tonight, I think he's done well.
Yeah,
Martinelli ripped him to shreds.
Not a great header though by Alexander-Arnold there.
But in fairness, Ross, Martinelli has ripped most defenders to shreds this year.
Yeah, but you wouldn't expect him. Trent's pretty good, isn't he? He's up there. As like you say, his defending's not the best, but everything else to his game is pretty good.
I mean, the way Johnson and Soufal are playing at the minute, I'm dreading Martinelli against either of those two personally.
We've got your Boxing Day, haven't we?
Play Kera there.
Yeah, Kera right. Kera. If it weren't for centre back injuries, Kera would be playing right back. He's our best right back.
Yeah, at the moment, on for me without a doubt.
We need Dawson back or the Ogfather, one of the two.
The Ogfather.
Well, hopefully, Igued will be back after the World Cup.
Yeah, but I wouldn't risk him. I'd be happy to not play him the last game before the World Cup. Leicester, we're not really. It's not going to be a tough game. Okay, Skamaka's done a good. Nearly pulled something off there.
Good play by Alexander-Arnold.
Salah's in. No. Oh,
Salah.
Kera stood up very well. Salah, he's still good. Okay.
Oh,
no, nothing.
Offside.
I was about to say, where it can't be a free kick or a penalty because there wasn't any tackle.
Salah must have been way offside because they don't usually flag those, do they? Let's have a look.
I wouldn't say way off, but he was off.
Okay, hell. It was like Van Nistelrooy going offside. That was.
Yeah.
No, daylight. We'll give it. We'll give it daylight.
Yeah, daylight. Yeah, it was offside.
Yeah, it was.
Cresswell ball forward. Good. Benny stands on the ball near enough. Benny, come on! I've been bigging you up all game.
Yeah.
Been bigging you up for ages that you need to start, and you come on and do that. I mean, come on, boy. Okay.
Plays in Henderson,
greatest player in the universe. Zuma.
Oh!
Over the bar. And Zuma's in it. Zuma's
What
hurt.
was that? Oh my god.
I hope he's just holding his head to hide the shame of what he's just.
Yeah, embarrassment. Oh
Yeah, he's hiding his head out of embarrassment, not because he's actually hurt himself. Yeah, in
It'd
fairness,
be good if he went in though. Even better if it's looped over the goalkeeper.
I think he does take a boot off of Fabianski as he jumps down. I think that Fabianski's heel just catches him on the side of the head.
Touch him. Oh, dear.
Zuma's not one to go down for no reason, mate.
Yeah, plus we're wasting our own time here, so yeah.
Yeah, we're wasting. Yeah, it's your own time you're wasting, Kurt.
Brilliant.
But Zuma and Kera have had 2 really good games, I've got to say. Apart from that clearance just then, but yeah.
Just annoyed that we should have been playing Man City tonight, I think.
Yeah, my fantasy team's bloody annoyed because I forgot to do it, and I've got 2 City players and 2 Arsenal players, including Martinelli and got Martinelli, Haaland, Cancelo, and Jesus. Yeah. There's like all my big hitters there not playing. Cheers, mate. And then by default, Salah becomes my captain. So if we're gonna lose, I'm gonna want Salah to score at least. But no, didn't even score, or hasn't scored yet.
No, come up to 80 minutes.
Get a double game week, you get it back.
Maybe.
I say us being postponed, that could actually help us, to be fair.
Well, no, right now, I think in the form you're in, you'd want to play City. Rice battling forwards. Fabinho just gets the ball ahead of him. Okay. Mickey's on. Mickey's on. Go on.
3 on 3.
Oh, Mickey's Skamaka. Use your brain. And it's miles high and wide. I think Ben Rama was open in the box.
What the fuck was that?
Gianluca Skamaka did not use his brain.
Should have passed it, squared it.
We had one earlier. We had one earlier, Russ, where Rice pulls in a wayward ball that weren't quite intended. Gomez and Alisson don't know who's going to go for it. It falls to Benny, who then just passes it to Alisson when he should have cut it back to Bowen. But
he could have squared it.
That was never
a couple of players. Yeah,
it's like how the ball moves just before he shoots it as well. It's completely the wrong. Like his body weren't over it and stuff like that.
Couple of changes for Liverpool.
Milner.
Robertson's coming on for Simicast.
Oh, and the legend that is Fabinho. Oh my God! What a god of the game! Bergkamp don't even prepare.
The defense.
They brought in a left back and Milner.
How old is Milner anyway? 37, 38?
He'd be about that. Because it was 2002, 2003 when he became the youngest goal scorer for Leeds. So that was 19 years.
You've got to admit, he's had a brilliant
career.
Yeah.
What's a servant? What a player. He's a player. I've never had an issue with him as a player, but yeah, to keep himself fit and everything else.
The only thing I think that held him back was obviously when he was at Villa, he probably should have left a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I think if he had gone to, like, for example, I know he ended up going to City and winning stuff, yeah. But if he had gone to a United or a Chelsea or someone like that was on top, like around 2007, I think he'd be remembered a lot higher up than he actually is, personally.
No, really.
And for the record, I'm not saying he's a bigger legend than Bergkamp either. Just put that out there.
Yeah, instead of being in an underrated 11, surely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll look back at his career and think, yeah, done it.
Similar to Gareth Barry again. If he'd gone to a bigger club than a club like City. Oh, hang on, Rice with a ball up to Mickey. He passed it backwards all the way up the pitch to Mickey, and he's dancing into the box, and he gets outnumbered a little bit there.
Yeah, all on his own there.
Closes it down well. That's a great
ball. Well, it'll be a good ball by Rice in the end.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like he doesn't just pass backwards.
How many times have you said that sentence tonight, Dennis?
I know who's watching, so I'm saying it more.
Salah's done well there. Good ball to Elliott.
Who did they sign Harvey Elliott from? Was it Fulham?
I think it was Fulham, yeah.
I don't think he's a young lad, though, isn't he? I don't think he's that amazing, but Just a young lad, isn't he?
He's been one of their better players this season, from what I've seen. He's played most of the game. I think they signed Carvalho from Fulham as well. So that's 2
Yeah.
in the Liverpool squad tonight.
Yeah, because I remember we were holding out. Oh, we're going to wait to see if we can pick him up on a free in summer. January, Liverpool just go, there you are, we'll have him.
Yeah.
Right. Typical. It's like we should have bid for him last summer rather than wait for the free next year because other clubs were sniffing around doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Liverpool, West Ham. Wonder who I'm going to pick right now.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Right, is there a chance for one more big opportunity for West Ham? Hopefully there will be in the remaining, 7 minutes for stoppage time? So it's about 10 minutes. It should be. He's Ben Rama.
Cresswell, what are you doing?
I lost his shoes on the ball.
And Salah's in. Oh, well done by Fabian. Well done.
Great goalkeeping.
That was astonishing.
He charged out as quick as he had to there. Yeah, did really well, Fabianski. Sana tried to take it past there.
Close down the angle.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Alexander-Arnold with the throw to Liverpool.
Kera does very well, as does Mickey. Well, not so much Mickey. Souček. I don't know what to say about that. I don't want to be too critical because I'm not sure what else he really could have done there. But
what's the Jose Mourinho? I prefer not to speak.
No, it's more just like I'm like it's bad, but equally, what else could he have really done in that situation? Like,
I think Souček would be happy with his teammate there helping him there.
Charles Johnson is not happy. Put his foot through the telly probably a few times.
It's got to be a foul. Yeah.
Didn't fancy an away trip to Liverpool then?
It's impossible. Getting the tickets. As I said before, someone from Oxford called us plastic fans for not going. He who has never been to a Liverpool game in his life, and is a Liverpool fan originally from Middlesex. Figure out the maths on that one.
Do you go to any away games?
Well, Bill's certainly been Southampton. We've heard about that enough.
I was there. I was at Stamford Bridge earlier this season, Ross.
You've been to the Emirates as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been to Emirates a couple of times. Yeah.
I don't go anywhere outside of London.
I've been Watford away, Gillingham away back when I was about 12, 13. Back then it was easier to get away tickets. There weren't even season ticket holders. You could just buy one. Oh, hang on. Benny's got the ball here on the edge of the area. But Trent, hang on.
Hang on. Ben Rama still got it.
Bowen still got it. Yeah! Souček, what have you done?
Oh my
God! How have you missed that?
I thought that was it.
I've just probably just woken up my housemate if he's asleep beneath me. But how have we not scored?
Great play by Ben Rama. Bowen did really well to control it.
Oh, okay. Allison actually did really well. Oh no, Allison. Milner
got the touch, and Allison tipped it behind. Oh wow! After all that,
Cresswell's on corners.
Corner for
bring on Bonner for just for the corners. Bring on Bonner. Go on.
Here we go. Get up!
Scamacca. You're meant to be the best on earth, Scamacca. Come on.
Oh God! What a big chance! 2 big chances.
Fucking hell!
Just seen the replay again. Bowen did really well. Oh, Milner. Souček hits
great
it.
Tackle by Milner.
Moyes.
To be fair, I think he said something like Charles has just put in the chat. He probably said something like.
I saw Milner. If Milner doesn't put his foot in there, that's a goal.
Yeah, great.
Oh, here we are. Here we go.
And it is Milner himself. Milner. Henderson
blocked. Oh God! If Henderson scores, I'm never hearing the end of it, am I?
No, mate. I think you will. To be fair,
Benny's injured.
He's differences. He's come on, not for the first time. Ben Rama.
He's not a happy bunny.
Well, it's been a much improved second half, Dennis?
Yeah, it has. It really has. And also, but part of it is also the game management. Oh, well, hang on a minute. The game management of Liverpool, like they're resting their star players.
Yeah.
Or the star attackers they've got, which is, again, okay, brilliant. Mickey's got it.
There we go.
Mickey's got it. Oh, well.
Oh, go on.
He's going to go for it. He's fallen over.
Oh, he's still got it.
He's still got it. And Rice has got it. He passes it backwards to Johnson.
Have a go, Jono.
Go on. Go on.
Johnson. Good cross.
Good cross. Like, Benny's got it on the back post.
I thought Souček was going to get his nut on that one. Is Ben Rama.
I don't know what he was going to do with it from there, but go on.
Does well. Go on.
Skamaka was going for a bicycle kick there.
No chance. No chance, mate.
He saw the defender and was like, no, it'll be a high boot immediately.
Good ball by Milner. Here's Robertson. Wait for Salah to get back on side, which he has. Go to him.
Souček does very well there. We give him credit.
And Johnson clears it. It goes out for a throw. Must be about a minute or so to go, and then be stoppage time.
30 seconds in stoppage time. I can imagine there'll be a few minutes added on, but Declan Rice is man of the match. Could you hear that from Oxfordshire? Declan Rice is man of the match. This is Watford calling Oxford. Declan Rice is man of the match.
Not a bad time to get it with Gareth Southgate, obviously watching. Oh, Charles, just say what you mean, mate. Next time,
Johnson. Yeah, don't sit on the fence.
Yeah, don't get those splinters, mate. Right, here we go. How many minutes to go?
3, I reckon.
4 minutes.
I've only seen it. I can't understand how you are like 2 seconds ahead of me. I'm usually ahead of you.
It's weird. They're obviously not because it's more internet connection, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Because we were like Bill was about 15 seconds ahead of me. Then I was 5 seconds ahead of him. And we've sort of near enough synchronized it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm watching it on telly, so I don't.
Oh, I'm watching it from a PlayStation.
I'm watching it on my laptop. So basically, the rule here is PlayStation wins. Zoom with a long ball forward. Mickey wins the header. Skamaka's running onto it. Oh, well blocked. Well blocked. No, that was well blocked by Van Dijk. He did nothing wrong there.
Good goalkeeping as well by Alisson. So we played the first minute of the 4.
It's strange because just like last year when we won we lost 1-0 to Liverpool, there were 2 gilt-edged chances that we absolutely fluffed, being it one of Ben Rama or Souček's on the penalty miss here. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, yeah, they hit the post, okay. Yeah, they missed a couple of sitters, okay. But equally, like, another day, we're 2-1 up. Ridiculous.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, at one stage, they were so dominant in the first half that we thought we could end up 2-3-0 to them quite easily, but obviously that hasn't worked out.
We've been slow starters virtually all season.
Oh, Milner, what a run this is!
Yeah, Milner, suddenly he's 19-year-old and playing for Leeds. Got white
with Aaron Lennon.
Yeah, that's gone out. Milner, that's gone out. Jesus.
2 minutes to go. There's going to be chance for even be time for one more chance.
Johnson just hoofs it upfield.
Keep it in play.
Have it.
Yeah. There's Henderson plays back to Van Dijk. Obviously trying to keep the ball Liverpool. Can't blame them. All the way back to Alisson. Yeah, just playing keep ball at the back. Liverpool is Robertson.
Oh, United winning, are they?
Yeah, Fred of all people is Milner. Salah. Oh, just wide.
I've got some alarming breaking news for everyone here. We've received a message from Oxford. I have to agree. He, Declan Rice, single-handedly nullified the Liverpool team and the chances he's created, along with the goals, have been top class. I don't know what he means. He might be a bit drunk. I don't know, but he seems to be agreeing that Rice should be man of the match.
No, this might be game. This might be game over if it's a corner. End up in a corner for Liverpool.
Yeah, they're playing in the corner against West Ham, showing how much of a massive threat we are to them. Souček does very well to win that, to be fair, and now we're off. Mickey, who you would want up there, is down here. Go on, Gomez. Oh, Benny nearly nicks it off Gomez.
Oh,
that's a foul. No, that's a foul. Cresswell shoves him off the ball. That's a foul.
And that's probably going to be game over, I think. I had it already shattered. Oh, God. All right, that's the 94 minutes out. This probably be last. That's probably going to be it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Full-time whistle goes.
Well, there we are.
Liverpool win the Oxford Cup final.
Yeah, well, only one goal in it, but a really good game. End up in West Ham losing, unfortunately, for Liverpool 1, West Ham 0. A better second half, Dennis, from a West Ham point of view.
Yeah, much better. I'm still really struggling to process how that Souček chance, even with the Milner tackle, I'm like, oh my God. Like, yeah, another day we score that penalty and that goes in, or Benny doesn't hit it, pass it straight to Alisson, and
yeah,
we've won at Anfield again. It's similar, same things last year. I think both Fornells and Lanzini had gilt-edged chances that they fluffed, and yeah.
Yeah, well, really. After Liverpool took lead in the first half from Núñez, who had a good game before we got substituted, you thought, oh God, this is going to be a long night from a West Ham point of view. But yeah, played well second half, as we have in most of the second halves this season. Had a few opportunities. You mentioned a couple there, Ben Rama and Souček. Skamaka had a couple as well, one of them being a free header from a corner, but just wasn't meant to be. So obviously, yeah, it's always tough going to Anfield, and if you're going to lose, you don't mind it when it's just by the odd goal and you've actually created chances. From what you saw, Russ, what did you make of the game?
Didn't think he played too bad, to be honest. I say Milner was just about deflected Souček's shot, didn't he? Otherwise, that would have been a goal. So, but yeah, I didn't think he did too bad for the last 15 minutes I saw, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I agree. So, yeah, the fans are clapping the players also. It's a bit of valiant effort from the boys. Just one that, as Andy, classic Andy Townsend, Dennis, it's one of them.
It's one of them for me, Clive.
All right, nice one. Voice of Steve McManaman. I think God we're on mute. All right, well, yeah. On that bombshell, it's time to end. So, Dennis, thanks for joining, and Russ for your
cameo.
For your cameo at the end. So,
let me know earlier.
I just want to say for the people at the back, Declan Rice was named man of the match in a game featuring Jordan Henderson. Just going to put that out there for those at the back. In a game where they played against each other, Rice was named man of the match despite losing.
I should have put that in the banner, Dennis. Player in the match, Declan Rice. All right, nice one. All right, cheers, lads, for joining. I'll see you soon. So thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to Gage Football if you're new, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Cheers.
See you later.